The fools of today know nothing of the mysteries of the past. They walk down streets built upon the bones of fallen empires that gave them their technology, their magic, the very blood that courses through their veins. Great empires once ruled all around. The first occurred when man was just a scavenger. They were the Salas, snake men as the ignorant call them today. Their magic was strong, but dark, and connected to the foul Outer Gods. This connection would be their downfall as the Outer Gods charge a steep price for their knowledge. In the end, their dealings brought a cataclysm down upon Ura that nearly destroyed all life. What remained clawed slowly out of the devastation and began to rebuild. As they did, they found the remnants of the Salas. They discovered their cities, science and magic, even some of their experiments. They took the magic as their own, swearing not to abuse it as the reptilians had, as if they could resist the allure of its power. They might have sworn off worship to the Outer Gods, but they were playing with the same fire. They called this the Age of Wonder, and the imbeciles still look back upon it with their stories of fables and romance. True, there was more magic, science, and prosperity then, probably more than at any other time before or since. They were as ignorant as the fools today. Their meddling led to the weakening of the weave between the worlds, and through this weakened weave, the Celestians were able to emerge. The Gilded Ones, with their beauty and perfection, soon took control of everything, and then began fighting amongst themselves and using man as their pawns. Eventually, those who fought against them closed the hole between the worlds, cutting them off from the power that made them godlike. Overnight, they went from being gods to merely powerful mortals. Mortals that could be killed. The last of the most recent follies from man was the unenlightened glory of Rozar. The greatest of man's empires, it stretched farther and more significant than any man's nations throughout history. The fools of Rozar believed themselves superior to all, and they pushed against all other races. They thought if they could force them into the worst corners of the world, or even exterminate them, they would have harmony and a perfect world. Little did the Dullards realize that man is his own worst enemy, and the Empire crumbled before even 1,000 years had passed. Now Ura is a fractured land divided up between rival nations. Dark magic and the worshipping of foul gods is once more on the rise as the lessons of the past have all been forgotten. Now these fools will bring down the same calamities as their ancestors. And my fellows and I will watch and laugh. Oh, how we'll laugh.
You don't need character, dialogue, scene, nothing. Just if you're half blind, that movie makes sense.
So what director are we talking about again, so the audience knows?
Stanley Kubrick.
Hi, everybody.
Stanley Kubrick.
Welcome to Tales of a Savage Land. If you didn't guess, today's game before the game topic was, well, I don't know, what was it? We were first talking about cheesy.
I'd
80s.
say it's the topic was from Krull to Kubrick.
That's perfect. We were talking from Krull to Kubrick. Somebody on this panel had the audacity to say that Beastmaster was a better film than Krull.
I stand by that. I stand by those words.
See, I was going to leave it open for interpretation. You know, that's all right.
I stand Beastmaster.
Right.
I live and die Beastmaster.
But then we were talking about 80s cheesy goodness, and Ice Pirates came up.
And I live and die Ice Pirates, too.
And Dylan found out that it was co-written by the same screenwriter that wrote Krull.
That's an impossibility right there.
No, it's true. It's true. That's what happened. Captain Mindmorph just goes, no. That's it. It just ends there. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tales of a Savage Land. Oh, I was about ready to drop in the Kirk. Let me hear your Kirk, Tony.
I don't really have a Kirk. But I do follow the.
I can tell your Kirk is less than satisfactory. I'm, as captain of the Starship Enterprise, can tell you right now, your ability to do me is lacking.
I don't do imitations, but I follow the Kevin Pollak rules for doing Kirk, which is you have to form the words long before you say them.
Yes.
So
yeah, you got to look like you're in pain before you say it.
I'm.
Now let me hear you do Schwarzenegger impersonating.
I don't do
Kirk.
imitations. I don't know what to say. It's
Captain James T. Cook, Starship Enterprise,
hardest word he's ever going to say is Tiberius.
Tiberius. All right. Anyway.
Glad to be back.
Good times. Good times. All right. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this party started. All right. So hey, and welcome to Tales of a Savage Land. I am Will DM. I'll be your game master for this Tales. Oh, was it Savage Worlds game?
We should just watch Kroll.
No. According to you, we're more entertaining than Crawl.
Well, maybe I need to give it another rewatch. But
you should. You totally should.
Some things you should let the memory, just enjoy the memory.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've walked down memory lane sometimes. It's not.
Didn't revisit some movies.
Yeah, I've done that too. It's called dating your exes again.
Oh.
No.
Anyway.
No.
So, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, let's go ahead and introduce this illustrious cast, and then we'll get into the, Dirtbag John starting it off early. There you go, brother. Now, you guys are, let's see, how close are we? We're pretty close. Where's the, there it is up there. Gosh, I can't see that. I gotta look on the Twitch. 800. So you guys are 800 away from getting yourselves another persistent Benny. But more importantly, did everybody see we're only 5 followers away from reaching 200? Then we'll be legit. That's when I start sending hate mail to Matt Mercer and the boys over at Critical Role.
Yeah, because they're 3.2 million just.
Yeah, whatever. They don't have their followers are not anywhere near the quality of our followers.
No.
Do you like how I did that? You like how I did that? It was pretty good. Anyway, let's go and introduce everybody. Hey, Grace, we're gonna start with you because you got your hair down, all did up, looks nice.
I know it's been a while since I've worn my hair down. I'm Grace. I play Ari. She is wandering the desert, trying not to die.
Sort of.
And that's it.
I mean, one thing's for sure. I mean, you were in the desert, but now you're almost at an oasis.
Well, yeah, but I think as generally her goal in this desert is to not die.
Well, I would hope that would be your goal anywhere.
She's not on a suicide mission yet.
Good. Okay, that's good. All right. So now let's hey Brian. I'm Jonathan. God, see, I'm just terrible at this.
At least you admit it.
True.
And I played the character Brian. I wasn't here last week, but I did catch up. Apparently, I'm not wearing my armor. Makes sense with the desert.
Too hot.
Yeah, it's too hot. But luckily, we're going to make it to this oasis. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, and we've got some retcon stuff to do with you just to see.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then all right, let's go ahead and Dylan, go ahead, man.
All right, I'm Dylan, and I'm gonna go ahead and call you all out. It's my birthday today.
Oh, that's right. Happy. Okay, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3.
No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dylan. Happy birthday to you. And I hope it.
Gotta love the lag. Yeah, trying to sing at the same time. Good thing no one tried to harmonize. But that's why there is I've got the bourbon and I've got the beer.
Hey.
Nice.
You got one scotch too?
No, I didn't. I
No
didn't go for the
Thorogood.
trifecta. No Thorogood. Just no Thorogood. Just thorough. Okay.
There you go. That's the way it is.
But yeah, I play Phoenix, and I'm gonna have a couple drinks tonight.
Get drunk, man. I love
Spend my
it.
birthday with you fools.
Yay! Hey, we appreciate that, actually, man. We really do. All right. Last but not least, Uncle Tony.
I'm not drunk. I feel like it. Damn. I sure brought some booze. I'm Uncle Tony, and I'm playing Joplin Mayfair, and I don't know what the hell. We'll Lawrence of Arabia this bitch for a little while and see what happens.
Very
Throw
true.
on the robes. Learn how to ride a camel.
Somebody learned. Who was that? Who learned? Was it Joplin that learned?
I think it was me because I was the only one that rolled worth a thing.
Yeah. That's.
And Ari learned too, I believe.
Ari
I
already knew how
hated
to.
it.
Ari already knew how to ride.
Already knew. Gotcha.
Today
Yes.
will be difficult, but tomorrow, good riding.
There you go. There you go. So basically, I'll do a real quick recap here. As everybody knows, that the illustrious heroes here have been chosen by the Arcanists. Come to find out that for other reasons besides the fact that they show potential. Their portals from ancient times are starting to open up again, and the race, the Celestians, are trying to make their way through. So after mumbling and bumbling around on Lysenna for a while, this island, well, the city on the island in the middle of the Mabi Sea, they finally have set out to go and try and find the first of 4 portals that they need to close. And they're heading down. First, they were sailing, had some problems where they killed one of the Celestians on accident. Or did they? We don't know. If you don't know what that was all about, was what, a couple episodes ago? 3, 4 episodes ago? Say 4 episodes.
We could start over from right now. Nobody actually needs to know any of the past because that way it's just like 4 of us wandering the desert looking to close a portal and nobody knows who we are.
That's kind of cool. Yeah. So anyway, they
need a pass. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is a perfect place to pick it up.
It is, and a perfect place to follow because we're only 5 away from 200.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll just pick it up from that part. So they dock at Dalapur. They hook up with their man Mansoor, who takes them to his house, and then after that starts riding him out into the desert because in the Vezin Desert, out in the middle of the desert, is supposedly this first portal. They go. They're heading out there, and the first place. I guess I should start cracking open because I've got names and stuff. Try and be professional here. It is the. Gosh, I'm starting to get a lot of pages to this.
Stories are like that.
Right? Oh, what did I... I've got all... Ooh, that's... What's that? Mm-hmm.
What's that? But you want to hear every GM say.
What's this?
At some point,
Oh, I forgot all about that. I forgot about this. Yeah. What did I do with? It's not in the. Anyway, they're going to an oasis out of there. It's the first stop on a multi-oasis jump to deeper into the Vezin Desert, and the first. This is really going to bug me that I don't have that stuff.
Belganis?
Yeah, what was the name of the...
Belganis.
Belganis is the Oasis of Belganis. Yeah.
How about that? I should get a Benny for that.
No, you shouldn't. But you get a thumbs up for knowing what you're talking about there. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Oh, wow.
You know I'm poor with the Bennies.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not.
Hey, Melenre. Thank you, girl. Yeah. So how close did that put us? That was what? That was another 100, right?
It was 1.
Okay. Oh, 1? Just 1? Excellent. That's even better. I love that. I absolutely love that. That's yeah.
You know, the problem with odd numbers? That is going to be a 1 forever. No one's ever going to donate for it.
Yeah, no doubt. It won't be a 90. We won't see a 99 come up.
Nope, it will.
Maybe someone will do it now just to spite me for saying that.
I
But
hope
thank
so.
you, Lenray, by the way. That's very sweet of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
no, somebody will add 2 to it, and it'll be a 3
Oh,
for
I know why. Here we go. Hold on a second. Here I'm looking for. I never printed it out. I'm a print kind of guy. I got to have stuff physically and tangibly in my hands.
yeah.
So I've got it, but it's just I just got to open the file. That's what it is. That's what I got to do. There we go. All right. I apologize for me being completely unprepared. I apologize for my having an incredibly bad memory.
I just have to say, you made a comment about Grace's hair, but you didn't say anything about mine. You're really off today.
What's up with you? Oh, yeah, but I'm always fascinated by your beard. It draws me in.
You know what? You're probably going to be excited here. I think this might be the last week I have it for a while. I think it's going.
Oh,
Hair
really?
Is that for work?
No, I work from home. I can do whatever I want, but I think I'm going to get.
He wants to be more respectable, is what it is.
No.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
He moved
Winter's
it with a
coming
woman.
soon, man. Your skin's gonna dry out.
I beard oil. The skin's nice and smooth under there.
You can shave it all off. I mean,
Oh yeah, it'll survive.
Okay, here we go.
Might just take a little while to get back to not having.
Weird story. My niece
Thank you, Tony.
graduated. Yeah, I'll buy you some time. My niece.
You guys didn't want to hear about my skincare?
No. I'm going to bring it back to you. My niece graduated high school and got accepted to the University of Arizona, and decided she wanted to go there because her brother was there for graduate school and stuff. So she went for orientation week, and that was it.
Oh my god.
She didn't like the pressure she was under to join a sorority. Even her advisor was like, you need to join a Russia sorority. And she's like, I'm not into that. So without telling her parents or anybody else in the family, she hopped a flight to Buffalo and went to SUNY Buffalo at the last minute.
That is awesome.
What?
I love that.
She went to SUNY Buffalo at the last minute. So congratulations to Sydney. I hope you're having a great time up in Buffalo. And she's been living in upstate New York for a little while, so she's used to it. But she has never experienced a true Buffalo winter.
Oh god, she's
Oh.
fucked.
I got
Where's
stuck
she
in
originally
Buffalo
from?
Because of a snowstorm like 3
Well-
years ago. It was the worst.
Yeah, she was born in Arizona, but the family's from upstate New York. So she's been living in upstate New York for a little while, and she's experienced some pretty good winters. But I mean, Buffalo is something completely different.
Yes, it is. Okay, I found all my notes. Sorry, I apologize. So there it is. Yes, thank you. So
I feel like somebody's in the background going, Tony, stretch it.
you're right. So basically, you guys are heading out. The first oasis on your multi-oasis trek is the oasis of Belganis, which Tony pointed out.
I got the Benny for, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. And the Kuata and the Kulisti are the two tribes that live in the Vezin Desert, and that's what I really wanted to know. And
Oh, I could have told you that.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So and then they are both they worship the same deity, Yazul, the great brooding god, which is a god from Kashem, and Kashem is a neighboring kingdom on the other side of the great the desert there. But they believe in different versions of the same god, and so they're kind of at against each other because of said things. So where we left off was you guys are coming into the oasis. You're coming into Belganis, and like I said, it's a big for an oasis. It's a town, so there's like 1,000 people that live here, and you're making your ways in on the camels. Now, so the retcon stuff that we needed to do with you, Brian, was one. Mansoor had said that while traveling in the desert, you're probably really going to not want to be wearing your armor. And I assumed that you would probably give into the
acquiesce.
Yes, thank you. Even a better word. I like that. And so to his judgment and experience. So okay, I just wanted to make sure that The other thing that was important is that if we remember when you guys were at Mansoor's house before, when you were getting ready, and he did the camel training and all that different stuff, and he took them in to show him his library because he's like a treasure hunter is what he is. He's like a mad archaeologist, so to speak. And you guys went in there. You saw that he had a banner of the infinity sign, the symbol of the eternal champion. And when he showed the area and he showed, and he says all this, and he raised his hands and whatnot, and his sleeves fell down, he had a tattoo on the inside of his forearm of the same symbol.
Maybe he just likes 8s.
It could be. So I just wanted to give you the opportunity if you wanted to have done anything with that, because it could be pertinent. You never know. If you want to do something with that, you have the option of it.
I would definitely ask him about the banner. What's it all about? If he give me history about it or anything.
And he would definitely launch in at that time about the heritage of it. He says, this, my friends, belongs to the everlasting, the eternal champion of Ur himself. It is a symbol of that deity, that power that it proliferates throughout the generations and lives within all of us and can rise to the occasion and pick any one of us to become the next champion of our world. I even suspect now that a new champion has been chosen, obviously, because we are under probably great danger. The danger of these portals and the Celestines coming again. Obviously, this is a time when the champion would rise again.
All of us start this library together?
Yeah. Or if you wanted to talk to him privately, I'd let you do that too. I mean,
I think with the narrative, we all went to this library together. It's fine.
Yeah.
And so you say that we're all. I'm sorry. You said amongst all of our generations, like we're all family, that type of thing.
Oh, Melenre, you're the bomb diggity bomb bomb.
Oh,
She should have given us 999 to
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep the one. Keep the one.
Yeah, everybody gets a persistent Benny because of the generosity of Melenre.
Melenre and Dirtbag Don.
I can't forget Dirtbag. Yeah.
No matter the large or small, it doesn't matter. You're helping us.
It all puts it closer towards the next total. So it goes in 1,000 increments. So the next one, although the tracker doesn't show, it would be 3,000. But yeah, thank you so much. And I think this is the part where I would pressure Tony into doing something nice for the Mother Teresa, or what's her character's name again?
Sister Vindicta.
Sister
Yeah, she's Mother Teresa, all
Sister
right.
Vindicta in the vampire game, right, Melenre?
She's great in that game, and man, her that virtual background of hers is adding so much to the flavor of it. It's awesome.
It is awesome.
So if we're doing something nice for Melenre, I'm doing something nice for Dylan, and this one, for instance, his birthday, maybe some falls out of the sky in his lap or something. Huh?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens.
Maybe. But anyway, as we're talking about the Eternal Champion, I asked him, like, throughout the generations, like, as in all of our generations, as in we're all family.
Oh, yes. Come, my son, come. Let me just show you. And he goes over to one of the bookcases, and he pulls off, which looks like a pretty nondescript leather-bound book, and he puts it onto a desk there. And he starts opening up, and he starts flipping through it, and it's a history book. But it's a history of the Eternal Champion, from when he first appeared to further on down the line. It shows about him appearing back in even pre-Celestian times when humans were nothing more than hunter-gatherers, and their fight against the remnants of the last of the Salus, or the snake people that were around. It shows about the Eternal Champion coming to life and again to fight a number of different. These were more human, or some of the some of the other races that were more prolific back in the day during the Time of Wonders, and then during the time of the Celestines, and then even coming up and supposedly having an intricate part in the downfall of Rosar, which was the last great empire that controlled most of Ura. And because Rosar was entering into a phase of complete wickedness and needed to be smited, and there was a champion that arose at that time as well. And it's basically, Brian, you're like hell yeah, because this is like the books that you used to read, but it's all about supposedly this one manifestation of this supposed same person would come to be. Now, yeah, and it's just full of stories.
As he's recounted the tales, I'm just going, and he comes to a point where I can interject. Not looking at him, I'm just going to ask him, so how will we know when he's appeared?
That is a good question, my son, and I don't know exactly, but during our greatest needs, one always arises. And
You.
yes, the troubling part of it is that unfortunately he's not always successful, and sometimes multiple champions are sprouted and will combat a particular issue before success is achieved. But I guess one just knows when he's around. I mean, in earlier days, and he like flipped through some of the pages, and he goes to and he like starts reading basically about the coming of the Eternal Champion to during the time of the Celestines, and how he liberated a city, and basically at that time people proclaimed him as the Eternal Champion, and that person just accepted the mantle and took the fight then to the Celestines at that point in time. So, and he actually reads verbatim what's in that book there and talking about him.
There's definitely more than I've ever read about this Eternal Champion.
Yes, it's considered to be a cult even. I consider myself a devout follower. I'm quite versed on it, and I stand ready if the power were wished or decided to imbue itself upon me. I would be ready, or I would be ready to serve the one if need arose. Especially now, with the word and the information coming from the Arcanus of what's possibly going on. I see this is the dawning of another troublesome time when we might need the champion again.
Troublesome indeed.
Yes.
As you said, in times of need, he will appear.
Rigger, quit putting that in there. You're He's talking about Michael Moorcock because, yeah, that's kind of a ripoff. So.
But I just thank him for his information, and I suppose he'll appear when he does.
Would you like to read the book, my son?
Oh, absolutely, if we have the time.
Oh, please, by all means, keep it with you.
Are you sure this? I mean, while it's definitely a quality, you do a great job. It's quite the relic.
Yes, but the tale of the champion, its worth is in the sharing, not in the keeping. So, if you read it and it sparks something within you to well, be as I have, and he rolls up his sleeve again to show the tattoo, to be a devout follower of the champion, then so be it. My job here on this lifetime could be considered complete if I could just open the eyes of one person to the possibilities.
And as a devout follower, was there an initiation? Is that something you just accept unto yourself?
You just accept it. Yes, I have not come upon an extremely organized version of the following, but I do hear that there's some out there. hide, just not here.
That'd be some adventure to go look for them, wouldn't it?
It would, very much so. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. I think Ari was asking me to read her something earlier. I should probably go check.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Okay, and then we'll close retcon at that point in time, and go and then catapult back to the future to where we're really at, outside of the oasis. Now you guys are starting to come down. Like I said, you came over a little bit of a rise, like they always do in a movie, and you start to descend on the oasis, which is a green spot out in. This is now. Remember, this part of the desert is rocky, dry, and scrub brush, essentially. Okay, but down here, there's palms. There's There's some small farms around it. Nothing super huge, whatnot, and there's lots of like camps all around. Now, the Oasis town itself has permanent that sun-dried brick type buildings and what have you, but there are all kinds of camps situated around the Oasis of caravans. Okay. Now everybody's wearing the gray robes that our man Mansoor gave you, along with the armbands.
Yeah.
Poor Joplin's like, I don't want to.
It's not that I want to get into a fight, but I want to know who's coming after us, who's looking at us. The only way to know that is to be out in public.
Oh, I told you, my friend. It is the immortals, those who serve the Sultan. Very dangerous men.
Interesting to have a conversation with, I imagine.
Oh, and I don't think you would wish to have a conversation with them.
I do.
It'd be very dangerous. They might kill you, my friend. Yes. Anyway, we will travel and make our camp on the outskirts of the town here. Being as we must continue to present the image that we are inflicted with the wasting disease, and because of this, we would self-exile ourselves to the outskirts of the town. But like I said, fear not. There will be people inside the oasis that will bring us food and water. It is customary and tradition. It is to prevent us from going in and mingling amongst them, so they bring it to us. So
yeah, you're definitely preventing us from mingling.
Oh, my friend, it is for the best.
We're a social group. We really are, except for Ari. She doesn't talk much, but the rest of us are like nonstop when we get right down to it.
And then there's like a real quick flashback to basically the trip, and everybody's riding on the camels, and all it is Tony complaining about this. And,
I don't know who this
did
Tony
you know
is.
my leather? I'm sorry, Joplin. He's like, my leather jacket, and it just showing Joplin complaining and talking. Everybody else is kind of like,
I would turn to Joplin and say, it's better to find them first.
I'm here
best
for
to know both sides as well.
So he picks out a nice little spot. Okay, you guys get the camels. You hobble them up. You start getting everything ready for. You get out your dried dung to make a fire, and start getting ready. Now, so
I still have control of Brian's sheet, by the way.
Oh, so do I.
Are you saying you guys are just entirely too tempted to do something to his sheet?
Yes.
Or I have, yeah. Well, I'm not going to say nothing.
Let's do something. Let's gonna do something about that. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, feel free not to be tempted to do something to bribe sheet. So basically, you guys like hunker down. You got in. There's a couple of hours yet of sunlight, and pretty much, I don't know. It's roughly about half hour, maybe 40 minutes after you guys, settle down, make your camp. a group of 4 people walk out from essentially the town. And if you guys noticed this too as you were going, because you passed by, not super close, but you passed by other people and other caravans finding your spot, and everybody points you out. And there's like a call, which they say out, because none of you guys speak the Kushan language, do you? I didn't think so. Okay, so they give a call out, and Mansoor tells you that essentially what it is it's a call letting people know that their travelers with the wasting disease are stopping by the oasis. Okay, and so and then these 4 people come out, and they come within basically about hollering distance. And they set a bunch of baskets and some clay jars and stuff on the ground. Oh. And then they turn around and they go back. And then Mansoor looks at you guys and goes, "See, my friends, they brought us food and water like I said they would."
Oh, he's so proud of this. Oh, gosh.
And then he goes out.
I'll go with you and get the food.
Cool. So then you guys bring the stuff back, and there's there's dates and water and olive oil and bread and like a little bit of meat. It's good food. It's nothing like there's anything wrong with it. Like I say, it's tradition, and it's all to make sure you guys don't come into town. That's why they give it to you. So, okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and dip some of the bread in the olive oil and start eating.
Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm. All right, so what are you guys gonna do? I mean, Sundar is just kind of like laying out, relaxing, and Mansoor is cooking, up some of the stuff that you guys got. Phoenix, my friend, you are very good with the music. Play something for us.
Oh, I'd be delighted. And I will play the most deserty song I can muster based on what I've learned from our guide the night prior, or I guess it's been more than a night by now since we got here. But
well, all right.
I guess. Oh, we're doing a jam session.
No, I just figure I start trying to introduce a little bit of background music to things. So there you go.
All I can think of is when he said the best, most deserty. I'm like, was original composer Darude, perhaps?
Darude.
There's been about 15 Darude jokes, I think, in the run of this show so far, and I hope
that's some more.
I just gotta say, since we flicked the music on, we've jumped up in viewership, so this might be working.
Yeah. There you go. That's all it is, man. You put a little bit of music in there, and then people are like, let's check this out. It sounds kind of good.
Not nearly as dry. It's got a little, a little butter to it.
Yeah, I like that. Not dry. Got a little bit of butter to it. No,
little olive oil.
No, butter sounds so much better. Got a little butter to it.
Very jazzy.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's all that Mansoor has planned. So what are you guys going to do? More importantly, I guess what I should be saying is, what's Joplin going to do?
Well, why are you singling Joplin out?
Because Joplin is the only one going, oh, man, I don't want to go into town.
I don't like this whole idea of pretending to be a leper and having people avoid us when what we really need is information. We need to be talking to people.
Well, talks this amongst your people. I mean, Mansoor is your guide. He's not your babysitter. So he's just told you how and what. He's given you, he told you, it's like, hey, this is the last, and he also said this is the last oasis where any of the Shanish Empire guys are going to be, any of the Shanish guards and stuff. So after this, you'll be out in the desert. But also, the language barrier might start to become more of a problem the deeper into the desert that you go.
I have kind of severed my relationship with Pearden.
You have. Well, wait a minute. You didn't sever it.
Well, let's.
Pirden did.
I can frame a breakup any way I like.
That's true. It's basically, and that's exactly what it was. Is like you were kind of like done with the relationship, but you hadn't found the gumption to end it, and then he ended it, and you're like, oh, thank God, I don't have to do it now.
I'm wondering if I have any kind of connection left to the weave itself.
Well, let's try. Let's check. Give me a spirit roll.
A spell casting or
Oh yeah, you got a spell casting. That's right. Give me a spell casting roll. Oh yes, you do.
It's a 2 and a 9.
Okay, good.
Yes,
good.
a 2 and a 9. Thank you, by the way, Brian. So now this is okay. Because remember, I said after Pirden had showed up and essentially said, "I don't want you to be my champion anymore," and he took away his power of the sun and light and fire from you. You didn't have that internal warmth feeling that you'd had since it had been imbued upon you, but it had been replaced by something, and this was kind of cool.
You said
cold.
cool.
Yeah.
Very neat. Like you're really pimping.
Yeah, it's like you're turning into the Fonz. You know, no, as in a chill, like a slight, and it's not like cold as in snow or cold or anything along these lines, but like a late evening spring breeze chill, if that makes sense.
Do I feel like that helps me in the desert environment?
Yeah, it does. But also, basically, you find it extremely, it is much easier for you to connect to the weave now than when you had Pirden's blessing. It's almost as if your connection to it has been increased. What's your spellcasting die?
It's a D10.
It's a D10?
Yeah.
It's a D12 now.
Hey, wow, that's major.
Well,
That is
I-
pretty awesome.
but I got a question about that. Is
Sure.
that okay if it goes over my smarts die? Since that's
Yes.
This is the DM making the call.
I mean, yeah, I shouldn't have asked.
I mean, if you don't want it,
No,
you're right. You're right.
Illegal.
I just want to make sure.
It's technically possible to have a skill that's higher than its related.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to buy it.
You just have to cost double, basically.
Right, exactly. It's a very high XP
Yeah.
cost, so I'm just make sure, and I can feel that. Ooh, that's a tingle, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Easy now. Yeah. So what's up? Are you guys just gonna spend the night here? Or are we just gonna
Are any of the groups close enough to like?
Thank you.
to see?
Sorry.
Yeah.
What are you reading something in chat?
Yes.
Somebody made a.
Yeah, I think you're right, Melinda. It is probably heat stroke. I'm sorry. Something about the. Are you talking about the other caravans that are camped around outside?
Yeah,
Excuse
the
me,
ones that we
outside?
passed to get over here.
Mm-hmm. You can see them. You guys are the way. Okay, Mansoor made sure that your camp was at least basically 100 yards from anything. So you guys are set apart from everybody else. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, did Mansoor bring any liquor?
Oh, yeah, of course, my friend, but not too much. Date wine, it is the best.
I mean, you
Yeah,
realize.
I
I
got
just
some
thought
cups.
of Sala again. I was just thinking of Sala catching the date in midair.
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah.
bad dates.
I mean, I realize we can't go anywhere and communicate with anyone while we're looking like this. No one's going to come near us. No one's going to want us near them.
This is when a DM throws out a DM hint.
Like we could get changed.
No,
Well,
well, that's obvious, but this is what, and I think somebody might already be on this train of thought. But If not, I'm going to pull the whistle ooh, ooh, just in case. Someone has been able to hear other people talking over distances.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
I don't know. I have no idea who this might be, but someone has had this happen to them.
You don't need to worry about that. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be at all mechanical.
Do I even know who that might be?
No, nobody knows because you guys
I
keep.
don't know this. For
You
the
guys,
people.
I swear, for traveling around and being a cohesive group, you guys keep secrets from each other. All.
I tell
Nobody-
this group everything.
Yeah, well, okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, Joplin does. Joplin's an open book.
Mostly.
So I would go ahead and. So first, I would try to go ahead and see if I can focus in on anything that any of the other groups might be talking about.
Okay, so you're wanting to focus in like some of the there are two caravans that are relatively close to you, basically 100 yards this way or that way, and then the Oasis town is forward a little. So are you going to try and like focus in on the closest of the caravans? Is that what you're doing, trying to pinpoint that
Yeah,
stuff?
first, yeah.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to give me a spirit roll.
Okay. Spirit. Yeah, and I'm gonna Benny that.
Good, because a 3
Because
and
it's
a
a
1,
what?
a 3 and a 1 is not successful. Oh! You definitely have to Benny this. She just rolled double ones, which means okay. Then you Benny it. Okay, good. All right.
Too many, so
Yeah, you dropped 2 Bennies, but you gotta Benny that double 1, or something bad's gonna happen.
Yes, I have to. Yes.
Or you don't have to, and then
I was gonna say,
allow me to
let it happen.
play.
failure is fun, you know.
Okay, so with a 5, because your third roll eventually was a 4 and a 5, you are definitely able to. You're picking up the conversations of the people from the other caravan over across from you. The problem that you're having though is, well, I take that back. What languages do you speak?
Let's see here. Let's hope I can read them. So I can speak a language from Thracia, Rethunin,
Right?
Zargos, Cordovan, Orthath, Kasim, and Brythland. And I'm working on Patarin, but I don't.
Right.
I don't
Kasim,
really
is it Kashem?
Maybe it's
I
been
have
so long. Yeah.
Okay, Kashem is the language these guys speak, the tribes.
Okay.
And Joplin speaks Kashem?
I do.
Okay, so both of you speak then the language of, it's heavily accented and it's changed, but it's definitely, it's like listening to being from London and Metro London and listening to someone who speaks Welsh. Difference, okay?
Right.
So like you can pick it up. It's hard to you got to really cue in and listen to it, but yeah, they're speaking Kashem.
And can I make anything out?
Yes, essentially they're talking about, it's a lot of rudimentary stuff, talking about, that camel is not doing too hot. Hey, did you see that Bob? He drank a little extra water on the thing. I'm going to have to report him to the caravan master because that's not good. And,
Yeah.
things along these lines. And talk about, man, it's like we hadn't seen any wasting people, and we come here and we're almost out of the desert, and what do we run into? And basically just, people talking to talk, just looking for topics of conversations to talk about. So
Right.
yeah, they're talking about this little camp right here.
Yeah. And then I would try to focus in on the other one now before
Okay.
saying anything to the group.
Okay, go ahead and give me another spirit roll.
Sorry, for some reason. Oh yeah. Fuck. Can I try to work on making myself invisible and then get closer and then re-roll?
You totally can.
Without using a Benny.
you have the ability to essentially anytime you attempt to activate this power, you're going to roll a spirit roll and see what happens. Again, now you failed again. For some reason,
Right.
you're dead set on rolling 3 and 1. You know, it's your bag tonight. So, just remember, your invisibility only lasts how long though?
I mean, yeah, 3 minutes.
Okay, and I will point out, in an hour.
Oh wait, hang on. Let me look
It'll
at
be
it.
dark.
I think it's
3
higher.
minutes
I think
per
it's
level?
high. Yeah, sorry. I think it's higher now. Let me look. It's
Could you-
1 minute per rank, and I'm at the 5th rank now. I think.
So you can do it for 5 minutes. Okay, it's 100
Yeah.
yards away. So yeah, you could definitely do it. And I will also allow you to, if you feel like you're getting close to the end,
Only 4 minutes.
you can re-perform the casting and
Right.
and just extend out the spell. You do have to roll again, of course, because anytime you're dealing with magics, you have to do this, right?
Right. Right.
Okay.
Now, what does this look like to the rest of us?
So,
Yeah, what does it look like to the rest of them?
sorry. When I failed listening in to the first one, I would have kind of returned to the group and said, I'm going to try something out and then start casting the invisibility, basically. So at least they know, and I'm not trying to hide it from them that I'm casting
What are
invisibility.
you gonna try?
I think I might be able to hear them, and then I point in like that general direction without being obvious.
You gonna sneak up on it?
No, it might be some of that magic she can do.
Hopefully without getting close, I'll be able to hear them.
And Mansoor is like, you can do these things.
Oh, she's
Uh,
very talented.
Oh, by the blood of
They're
the eternal
just
champion,
tricks.
of course.
Like
Tricks.
Catholic as well.
Ah, you don't. Yeah, I'd started to do the cross. He goes as a. Oh, I know you work for the Arcanists, but I've never seen magics, and at least not the type of magics that I've heard that you folk are capable of.
Yeah, I'm capable of lots of magic. Trust me.
Hey, a question.
And like on cue, Ray, your bird goes, "Ah, magic."
Question for the GM. I have the burrow ability, and it doesn't say a whole lot about it, but would I be able to cast that on her?
Problem with that is when you're burrowed, you don't have a sense of. You have a general idea of what you saw when you went down, and you can travel
Right.
in that direction. You can't hear or whatnot.
No, but it could get her closer without burning the minutes that she has on her invisibility. If
Yeah.
I could do it that way.
The problem I'm going to say with that is that I don't think that she'd be able to cast her invisibility while under the ground. So
Fair
she would have to rise again, then cast the invisibility. 5 minutes. I mean, if we think about it, 1,000.
It's only 4, sorry.
Yeah,
It's only 4. but still.
100 yards is really not that far. I mean,
Yeah.
if you've got, you say 4 minutes? Or is it
Mhm.
5? So 4 minutes to go. I mean, I used to have to do wind sprints on that. And, it's like, granted, I'm slow as hell, but it didn't take me 4 minutes to run 100 yards. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, as soon as I would go invisible, I'd walk quickly and then maybe wait and then do it. Then try
Might
to
I
focus.
suggest if you're gonna sneak up on these guys, just in case you're seen, you might want to change before you head over there. In case they do see you, then you're not tied to us over here.
The only other thing I have is my Arcanus.
Well, no. If they do see her, then they'll avoid her. If she starts wandering towards their camp,
I
they'll
feel
just.
like then that's gonna reflect
My-
poorly on
My
us.
friends, of course, it is not my place of what to tell you to do. It is merely my place to guide you through the desert. But I do have other changes of clothes. So, and he goes to the camel, and now he's, as well as the camels that you guys are riding, you've got 3 pack camels. Okay, and they're laden up with tons of stuff. These camels can carry a ton of junk, and so he's got a really huge. It looks like the hugest set. It's like saddlebags almost. Okay, and they're like this. It's a backpack that you could probably fit 2 people inside of. And like he goes and he undoes it and he like opens it up and there's like all kinds of clothes in there and stuff.
If I had known, I would have brought my Zarkosian rope basket.
Well, there you go. This guy's got the change of clothes now. Instead of using your invisibility to sneak up on them, maybe you use your invisibility to get to the other side of them, walk up to them wearing a pair of fresh clothes, and just have a conversation with them. Now, then you don't have a plague. You're just a passerby coming up to have a conversation.
I would like to hone in more. I want to test this ability of mine. It's new.
That's fair. Sorry, I thought you were just trying to talk to these people. That's cool. Yeah.
And I mean, pretty much as soon as they would have started trying to tell me what to do, I would have started preparing the spell.
Okay, so what is Ari gonna do?
So I'm gonna try to turn invisible.
Okay, you're gonna change first, I assume.
No, I am not changing first.
Okay.
Yeah. God fucking damn it.
You've got. Why don't you take the? Well, you still would have
3
failed.
and a 3.
Okay, so she's gotten better. She didn't roll a 3 and a 1 this time. She rolled a 3 and a 3. Which all this means, according to Savage Worlds, is nothing bad has happened. You're just still casting a spell is taking longer. Is
Right.
all that this means right now.
There we
you
go.
13. You knock it out of the park. You turn
It's still a
invisible.
1 and a 3.
It's still a 1 and a 3. That's true. There you go.
That's fun.
And that's so good. I'm going to give you an extra minute of invisibility.
Okay.
There you go. You got five minutes now of invisibility.
All right. So then, yeah, go ahead and start walking quickly at first. Trying to gauge how far I am, and then maybe when I'm like a third of the way, I'd go ahead and start trying to listen in.
Okay. Yes, you're basically hearing the same rudimentary conversations. I mean, there's nothing in particular. There's nobody going, yes, and then when the night it comes, we will go over and kill all of them because we know they are from the Arcanus. It's nothing like that. You know,
Yeah.
you're just hearing of weary travelers bunking down. Most of those people are merchants, so it's not like
I mean,
families.
can I tell if they're going in and out, like in or out? Sorry.
They're
like-
passing through. So basically, this is a caravan that came through Kashem.
Okay.
Came from Kashem, going through the Vezin, and they're on their way into the Shanish Empire. Is what's going
So
on.
both groups are going the opposite.
Well, this is
direction.
just one group. Now you're going to try and check on the other group
Oh.
now.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I had switched to the other group.
Oh,
Sorry.
my bad. No, we can say that. This other group is another caravan that is going. Essentially, we're just going to say is going the opposite route. The guys that are in this caravan, there's Kashemite traders, but there's also Shanish traders with them. The bulk of the people that are in this caravan are Shanish. So,
Okay.
so you got one going one way and another coming the other way. Is essentially
Right. And I mean, they're still just being
Same thing.
weary travelers, like you
yeah,
were saying,
they're
right?
just you're getting a bunch of just rudimentary talk.
All right. I go ahead and return to the camp and tell them what I was able to decipher from both sides of the groups, like both the groups that are on both sides of us.
Did you hear a conversation about how to eat a burrito?
Not yet. I think that happens further in on the desert.
If anybody's reading the chat,
Oh, what? Talking about burritos?
don't ask me. I just flicked it over and
Not important. Don't worry about it.
All right, cool. Continue
Exactly.
on. God, I want a burrito now.
see.
Oh, no.
More, I want tacos. That's what I want. I want tacos.
Oh no.
So which is Taco Bell or Taco John's?
Taco
Oh,
John's. 100%.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, Taco John's. Actually,
Bell, dude.
my favorite tacos are Jack in the Boxes. They're real super greasy. They're just like Burger King ones. Oh, so good.
My favorite pizza is the China buffet pizza. It's like the best.
There you go.
No,
See?
not really.
There you go.
No,
There's-
no.
There's a little hole in the wall joint over by the bus station called Cheese Korean Tacos.
Oh yeah, man.
Spectacular.
There you go.
That I understand. But anyways, what just happened down? We heard nothing, right?
I think you guys were talking about Golden Corral or something.
Golden
So-
Corral.
Ari came back and said she basically heard nothing.
God damn it.
Oh
What time
no!
did you
I
get-
said I heard a group of people who had the Kashem and Shanish with them because we know people there. I mean, there's Shanish people who are looking for us.
Yeah, the Immortals work. They're Shanish. They work for the Sultan Murad. So
Yeah. I mean, then I guess I don't know what else to have to say.
okay.
Well, that's cool, and at least you get to practice. Maybe my bird can hear their prayers. Let me try. Hey, bird, can you hear their prayers?
And then the bird opens its mouth, and then it's some Vindian starts coming out.
There's
Okay.
an Indian.
And it's the sound of a little boy praying, and it eventually dies off, like it gets quiet, and as it goes quiet and fades out into nothingness, the same prayer and the same voice of the boy praying in Vindian starts to grow in volume in your head, Phoenix.
Mine?
Yes, in yours. And then when it dies out from the birds and it is completely gone, you hear this little boy praying, and you understand the Vindian.
Phoenix, maybe you could send the bird.
Oh, hold on. No, hold on.
Phoenix.
Hold on.
Phoenix.
Hold on.
Phoenix.
And I turn. No, hold it. I turn to Sundar and I say, "Hey, say something in Vindian."
Say something in Vindian. Okay. He says something in Vindian, and what he said was, Dylan, you'd be better looking if you combed your hair. No, not Dylan. Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, you'd be better looking if you combed your hair.
You can go fuck yourself.
Oh, you understood me, my friend. Ah, yes, this is
Did I
good.
understand him?
Yeah, you understand him. He's speaking Vindian to you now. You can understand Vindian.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Very
that-
kind of-
And
What just happened?
you understood the prayer. It was a little boy wishing to have the strength to be able to. It's the same. Now you heard this little boy praying before too. It's a little boy wishing to have the strength to deal with the neighborhood bullies, so that he can take the beatings better and be able to overcome them. And you feel, you feel like, you like your heart kind of goes out for the kid. You feel as almost like
Yeah,
you would, you wish you could do something for him, right? So.
I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first I'm going to tell everyone what's happening. I explain to them, hey, listen, I can hear.
I didn't
that prayer.
know.
That
So
prayer
now
that
you're
just
the
happened.
god.
I can hear it in my head now. So
Sundar looks at Joplin and goes, "Is there something wrong with Phoenix?"
No,
Sundar.
I think he is perfectly functioning. Probably a peak condition. Phoenix. Before, when you were like inside your own head, I was going to suggest that if the bird is, listening to conversations, can the bird find the immortals that are following us and listen to their conversation?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
You seem to have a better connection now. You might be able to talk to it.
Well, the bird could definitely go fly into the town and see if there's one there.
Yeah, I'm gonna send the bird. I'm gonna say, hey Ray, go and look for. What am I looking for? One of these the Celestians,
No,
The immortals.
the immortals,
the Immortals, right? The guy
Sultan's
that
guards.
Sultan.
the Sultan's guards. Yeah.
So, do I have a description? Will the bird understand the description? I don't know, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
try.
yeah. Zastiddle birds are wicked smart, man.
Okay, so I
Wicked
describe
fly.
what it's looking for, and I'm gonna get it to try and fly up and just see if it'll circle if it sees them.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
wait,
they have
but-
that. You remember, the immortals have their vow tattooed on their face. The writing of the
Right.
vow to the Sultan, it's tattooed on their face, and they don't hide that. They make sure that it's always present, so people know who they are.
Are you saying that the Zastidal bird can also read?
You're about to find
I'm
out.
just wondering how
that's the
smart
bird.
you're talking about.
Wait, Mansoor, is it safe for such a colorful bird to fly to the city?
Well, We don't see zestigial birds in this area,
No,
my friend.
I haven't
But
seen them.
I don't think that someone would try and harm the bird. I mean, it's a bird, though. It could fly. It'd stay up in the trees.
They
Don't eat
already
the
know we're
dates.
Here.
Yeah, Phoenix, tell it to use caution. Don't get too
Yeah.
close.
Sure. Hey, Ray, don't get killed, okay?
Yes.
Ah.
that.
No kill.
Yes.
And,
Good bird.
and Ray flies off and goes into the town.
Now, while he's gone, I want to try one thing. I wanna see if I
Ray's a
can-
girl. Thank you very much.
Right, she. I don't know. I don't know how to sex a bird.
Real charm.
Ray told you.
Gender. I don't know how to gender a bird. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and see if I can respond to this prayer I'm hearing in my head. I'm just gonna try and say, "Hey,
Give me a spirit roll.
spirit." Okay. This is where it gets interesting, folks.
Call it out. That's
Ooh.
I see a 7.
Got a 7 and a 1.
On the wild die, I got a 7.
Yeah, on the wild die you got a 7. And yes. And what are you saying?
I say, "Hey,
And there's a pause, and is yes. Is it you, my lord?
Get out of here, man. Dangerous.
Is it you, Anurag? Are you answering my prayer?
I'm gonna let that one slide." And so, did he describe in his prayer? Did he describe how he got beat?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and give him some tips. I'm just gonna give him some pointers to tell him
Okay.
how to get. I'm gonna just feed him the best instructions I can for are they bigger than you? Okay, here's how you deal with that.
Yeah. So basically, you guys are sitting there watching, and Phoenix just breaks into a conversation with himself. Now, if Ray was here, you'd be having a conversation with Ray. Because the boys' voice would be coming out of the bird, but now it's just playing in your head at the moment. Yeah, so you're able to do that. Also, anytime that you attempt to do this, you can use it as a D8 for your spirit roll to try.
Oh,
and do
okay.
it.
Awesome.
So make a note of that somewhere.
I will.
Okay. So Ray the bird goes out, and you see it fly off over into the palms and what have you, and it's gone for like 25 minutes, and then it flies back, and it comes down, lands in the circle of the camp, and it's hopping around a little bit, and it's and then opens its mouth and it starts talking, in Shanish, in a man's voice, and you basically hear, "I can't believe that I was sent to this place, but if they are supposedly here in Dalapur, perhaps they're going into the desert, going into the Vezin. Why else come here? Only come to Dalapur if you're going to go into the desert. But maybe I shall find them." And you're only getting one half of a conversation. It's somebody talking to somebody else. "Well, you're correct. It is not my job as an immortal to question the will of my lords. It is merely my job to fulfill their wishes." And then that's it. And then Ray's like, and it goes and hops up onto Phoenix's shoulder.
I think that is spectacularly good news. They don't know where we are or why we're here, where we're going, who we're with.
Well, he managed to
This
track
good
us this
soldier.
far, though.
He knows nothing. He doesn't question anything. He is a pawn. We can't take what he's saying as the truth.
Well, what he was saying was that he was told to come here, and he came.
Right.
And
Huh.
that
Right.
he
But
didn't-
Joplin was saying, that they have no idea, but it's really just this one guy is what Ari's trying to say.
I
It sounds
think
like there's
I
two.
have an idea what might be going on here, friends.
Phoenix, you have an idea?
Well, Ari here has been deceived. She's seen someone with a false face before. And who was it?
Well,
Zafrish.
It was.
Right, and who would know where we're going? Who would send people after us?
Well, shit, Phoenix. And Ari is like truly kind of dumbfounded that she
Well,
was.
do you think Zephyrs just became the Sultan?
Oh, fucking! Why wouldn't he?
I mean, he is the most powerful man around here.
Well, that would
What-
mean one
what we're
thing.
looking for.
That would mean that Zafrish had crossed over.
Well, we
Azael-
all suspect that
Azael-
we'll-
Was the only
Oh,
one.
sorry, Azale, not Zafrish. I'm
Azale.
sorry. I
Azale,
was
correct.
talking about Azale.
I have
Okay,
trouble
I got
getting the.
Unless you're trying to tell us like major plot points that he did cross over.
No, I think I mistake. I mistook.
Yes, Zaffer. I mean, Azale. That guy.
I mean,
Who I punched into.
that Phoenix is an amazingly a good idea. I think you could be right. But wouldn't
I
they?
don't know.
I mean,
we have to go in and see, right?
do we go to them or do we go out to the desert?
I think our only option is he's sending them to look for us. He knows the vicinity of where we're going. That just means we have to be extra cautious of who's following us. They don't know where we are right now. They just know where we're going.
I'm just not comfortable not knowing the whole story.
Well, how about we get further out in the desert and then we
We can
You know.
move back and
double back behind them, do our thing that we do.
set an ambush.
Mm,
If it's
mm.
1 or 4 men, sure, but what if it's 10, 12?
Then we don't do that.
I agree.
Well said, sir. Well said.
We can watch them go by. We get behind them. We follow them, and then we just divert our course.
All right.
We'll lay in wait, see where they're going, see what they're saying. We can follow them for a while, see if we can gather some intel on that.
Further out in the desert to be easier.
Yeah.
The more remote, distant.
Well, then I say we get going a little extra early tomorrow morning.
Oh.
Oh God.
I had just broken up with Pearden. I didn't have to get up at the crack of dawn anymore. Shit. All right, I'll
One more.
I'll get
Give
up.
us one more.
I'll get up early. It's fine. So I thought I was done with that. That's all. I thought I was going to get to sleep in for a while.
The one problem I see with our plan here is if they don't know that they're being deceived, then unless Azael's with them, then we may not have any more information tomorrow than we do right now.
Well, I mean, and then it'll be good to be rid of them.
We might need Azale once we reach this portal.
I'm sorry, did you say we might need Azale?
At the very least, we can push him through the portal and then close it.
He does have that information. He knows how to close it.
Well, we know we can kill them once it's closed. I mean, that's how they killed them the first time, isn't it? All the people that were left behind, they got a lot weaker once they were cut off from the other side. So we just wait until it's gone. I punch him real hard again, he turns to goo, and he can't come back.
It'd be worth a try. I think we need Azale.
Yeah. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is he shows up there, and we have to punch him real hard again, and then close the portal. Worked out fine last time.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that working again. But
Look, didn't we agree that something stopped him last time? I forget who it was, but we said some old magics or an old civilization. Maybe we should lean into that instead of relying on Azale, who's obviously not working with us.
How can we rely on it if we have no resource to it?
I say we should just go there and see what's there for us.
you're
It's
right.
only one of the portals. I mean, we're going to have more of these things to close. Let's at least see if we can get this one.
We're working without information. Let's get to a portal, or let's see what they know behind us. But either way, we need more information.
Yeah.
Even if we gotta get up early.
All right, let's do it. Let's get to bed so we can get up early enough to beat them to the hop.
Okay. So basically, you guys have been talking, doing your do here. Ari did her thing. Phoenix was talking to some kid, giving him pointers on how to fight. And you guys have finished up all that, made your decision that you're going to leave in the morning, you're going to go out and then double back. Mansoor advises against it, but tells you he will do as you wish. It is his job. He is sworn to help you. Sworn to the Arcanist that he will help you. And you guys are getting ready to finish up, or I should say, probably start the meal because all the cooking's done and all this different stuff. And you hear this like patter of feet, and you all turn and look. And just as you look, the form of a girl comes jumping over one of the camels and lands and then hides and like gets up behind the camels with her back against it, and she's clutching a black lacquered box to her chest, and she goes, "Oh, hello. Shh, don't say anything." And then that's where we're going to take our break.
Oh! Run to the encampment.
Oh, yeah, it's good stuff.
Talk about a build there. We built right up to the brink.
Well, that's what she is. I think technically it's called a cliffhanger. So, and it's the darkness has started to. It's like deep dusk right now, so you can still see, but it's really shadowy right now. So.
And does it look like the town is also dying down? Like people are going to sleep?
Oh,
like
no.
Turned off?
No,
Okay.
no, not at all. Not at all. But we'll get more into that when we get back. So we're going to take a quick break. If you need to refresh your beverages, get your snackages on, do whatever you need to do, we will be back momentarily and see what kind of danger just jumped into the camp clutching a lacquer box. We will be right back. We are back. Welcome back, everybody. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
That's your guys' job, right? No,
No,
that's I'm still
Yeah,
producing.
We're back. I can see us.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see. Let me turn on the audio so I can double check. Oh yeah, look at there. Got audio. Okay, cool. I have a nasty. It's just for anybody who's watching for the first time. I have a nasty habit of not turning on the audio, or I used to. I haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah, you did pretty well.
Yeah. I used to come back in, not turn on the audio, and we'd be going, and especially back during the Bandits times, like 5 minutes goes by, somebody actually decides to read the chat. Oh shit! They're all yelling at us that there's no audio. All right, hold on.
I believe that's how we met Melinray.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was on it. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was teasing me, telling me there's no audio when there was, made me freak out.
Classic.
Yes, very much so.
Right, I forgot about that.
Okay, so let's pick back up where we left off. You guys were all like, "Yeah, we've made our plan. We know what's going on. It's great. It's good." And then you hear this, and you look, and this young girl comes jumping over one of the camels and hides behind the camel, holding this lacquered box to her chest, and looks at you guys and goes, "Shh." And then she's like looking around the your guys' like camp, and she sees like where some of the like supplies and different stuff that were, because you unload your camels to give them a break, right? And there's like a pile of stuff, and she goes over and she like dives behind this and like is rooting her way inside this group of stuff, and she just gets inside.
Hey, get out of there!
I told you to be quiet. And she's speaking in Shannon. She goes, "Oh wait, I told you to be quiet." And she says it in Kashemite.
Brian, don't worry about it for a second.
She's taking for our stuff.
Everybody, roll me a notice roll.
I mean, yeah, I probably would have,
The hell?
instead of paying attention to this child, been looking around.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh yeah, look at all these great notice rolls here. So we got a 5, a 4,
Joplin.
success. Joplin with a 15.
I'm paying attention.
You're paying attention. So you know what's going on. You see somebody who's a thief running away from authorities before in your life.
Yeah, I don't like thieves either, man.
And so you know exactly what's going on. So when she's like doing that, you turn around and you look back and you look towards the town, and you see a group of men running your way.
I want to go on the other side of the camel towards these men that are coming towards us, and I just want to start screaming and pointing in a different direction. Stop, thief! That girl just stole my gold. Get her! And just see if that. No, I'm pointing in the opposite direction. I'm just trying to.
But she stole your gold?
They're probably gonna question you.
Copper!
There you go. Just my money. My money.
Money.
Yeah. Okay, so like you come out and you're shouting, and these guys are coming closer.
Do we still look like lepers?
Yeah.
Unless
At this point.
somebody changed.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm hoping that works too.
If it's
Yeah,
still dusk, it's not night yet. I don't see why we should be in our pajamas. if
Yeah,
it's still
everybody's
daylight.
still dressed up. Okay, so they come within basically where you can see them. So it's like this, the dark figures that are mostly like just dark silhouettes running. You start to hear the clank and the clink of armor. And
I
like,
thought you said
and
they didn't wear
weapons.
armor in the desert.
And weapons along these sort of lines. And these guys
Just getting us killed. That's all you're doing.
yeah, it's me. And they come into view, and they're wearing. There's a couple of guys wearing essentially like leather hauberks with rivets, brass rivets in it. So it's not like the heavy stuff that Brian. Well, Brian's isn't heavy, but it's still metal armor. But
I'm gonna
so
put my hands up and
they
and show
have
them
they
the-
have spears, and as they come into view, as they their features, the darkness starts to fade off of them because they're coming closer enough to you. You see that the guy who's leading this charge has a tattooed face with words written all across his face. Now I got a question. What language were you shouting in?
I think I should be shouting in that Kashem.
Kishemite? Do you can you speak Kishem?
I can.
Okay, so pretty much, actually, most of you guys can speak it. I think the only one that doesn't
I
speak
can't.
it is
The
Oh.
girl had switched to Kashem, and
Yes.
that kind of gave me the clue that that's probably the language I should be using.
well, because she said she spoke to you in Shanish first, and then when somebody like questioned her, she said something in Kishemite to see if maybe you dumbasses can
When
understand it. the other guards, now there's 5 guys all together. 4 of them are they actually have the livery and the colors on, and I think I said it was red that the Shanish like military wears, So 4 of these guys are dressed in that red. You can tell they have like a uniform on. They've got like the pot head and with the
Hothead.
yeah. Believe us. And they got like the little. Stop it, dude! You're gonna keep me going. Yeah, I need TP for my bundle. And so anyway, so the guards stop and like kind of like skid to a halt because they see you guys. Thank you.
Great Cornholio.
Great quality.
This is what people tune in for. So
Obscure references.
Oh,
from
watch the replay on the live stream.
right? But the guy with
we
the
didn't have MTV in Canada, but I still know that one.
with the tattoos on his face, he continues to he like runs right up to you almost. He's like within, like a lunge of you. And he stops and he goes, "What did you say?" "I see that I fear nothing. I am immortal."
I show him my pouch and say or where my pouch should be on my belt and say she snagged it as she ran by. The girl in Kashem.
Ran by the girl. Is that
As she ran by me here, and she stole all my
What's that there
Oh, I said, oh yes, would be much better, my friend, if I do a racist accent. Would it be not?
Uh-oh.
Oh, we rolling. Somebody's rolling.
Okay.
What are you rolling? Why are you rolling?
Just keep rolling until you get a good number.
Yeah.
Well,
I Benny it.
certain people. Do you want to Benny it?
I don't know. What are you rolling?
Well, somebody just got a 4 on their regular die, and their wild die got a 6, allowing them to roll again for a 2, making their other roll an 8.
Well, for what?
Who's next to me? Like, we were all sitting in a circle. Who's standing next to
You
me?
don't know. That's the
Yeah, who
beauty
does?
of it. So the guy who came up
I'm
and said,
betting that roll. I will Benny. I'm throwing a Benny at that.
"You're gonna throw a Benny, make him re-roll it."
Yeah.
Why? Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
All right, I'll make him re-roll it.
Nothing.
Here goes his re-roll. Okay, got a 1 on the 8. Let's do the wild die.
A
4.
4.
Okay,
That's
No,
still
that's-
success.
it's still a success, but it's not a real good success. So you're right. I need to, because it's a contested roll. Thank you. I need to roll something else here.
Don't I need to if it's a
Ooh.
contested roll?
No, my guess is
Ooh.
notice versus stealth is what's happening right now.
Mhm.
But if you guys were bennying her stealth, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, we did the
Okay, so this is what happens after all those rolls, which were all just NPCs rolling.
Oh, I know.
He stops and he's looking around and he you're doing that. Look, I got the thing. And he goes, I know. And he's like looking around your camp, and he's dressed in basically just robes. He's he looks like a man of the desert. He's got the I wish I knew the actual name of the headgear that traditional Arabic men of the desert wear with the little Dumahikr.
Does he have anything like a coin purse hanging off of his belt, or
He does. He's got a sash around, and people stick stuff in their sashes. And one of the things he has sticking in his sash is a really big Tolward sword on his back. And he's got his hand. It's like it comes out from the back, and he's got his one hand on its hilt. And he's like looking around your camp, and he's walking around the camp looking.
You waste time, my friend. She gets away.
Now, since you're talking again, I got
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I got another roll gonna have to happen now.
Well, now what? A
Okay.
7.
A 7 and a 5. So he looks at you for a second. He goes, "You have a very strange accent, my friend." And he looks closely at you, and he looks at because I'm assuming you put up your little.
Yeah, whatever I can do to
Think
look
you're-
like the
you're-
wasting disease.
Yeah.
You know,
But he's looking at this part here, the visible part around your eyes. She's not here. Quickly. And then he starts running off in the way that you had pointed.
Wait, am I going to get my money back?
And then the guards, they make a wide berth of your camp and then continue on running after him.
Why are we protecting this?
I'm gonna say you can come out.
Is he gone?
Come over here. Sit with us.
Yeah,
And I'll tear off I'll tear my armband. I'll take it off and tear it in half and throw her half and wrap the other half around my arm again.
Okay, and you see her head pokes out from the baggage, and she looks around and goes. She like scrambles out and grabs the red thing, and then she scrambles back into the luggage pile, and then you see the luggage pile kind of like moving.
Is Mansoor with us?
Yeah, he's right there, and he's kind of like,
Apparently, these ribbons don't work for everyone.
well, that was an immortal, my friend. He does not
Yeah.
fear
I'm
death.
talking about the girl.
Yes, it appears not to have worked for her either.
Look,
And
why are we?
you hear from in the bag. She goes, "Oh, shut up! I can tell a bunch of non-Shanish people. It's like, look at you. You're look at your skin. I can see it around your eyes. I'm surprised that
She
that.
can tell, then so can others.
Well,
And
my
also,
friend,
why are we
they're not
harboring
supposed.
this criminal?
They're not supposed to get this close to us." And then
That means-
climbing out of the baggage, wrapped up in some of the clothes out of one of the bags, is this little girl. and she's got the red thing tied around her arm, and you can see stuck within inside these, because the robes that she put on they're too big. They're like adult robes, and she's got it stuck in there, so you can see like the box right where her stomach would be. And she goes, "Thank you, my friends. I appreciate that."
You made some dangerous enemies there.
What have you stolen?
I
that-
stole nothing.
What did you procure for yourself that wasn't previously yours?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's
But
the
I
think-
thank
The
you.
box.
What box?
The box. What's in the box?
Oh, what's in the box?
She
I haven't
comes.
seen that
She
movie.
comes over. She comes over to where Phoenix is at, and she looks at Phoenix and says, thank you very much, and
No problem.
your Zestadil is very pretty."
Here, and I take her off my shoulder and I set her on hers.
And the bird doesn't want to go anywhere near her. It
Go
like
on.
hops up your arm to the other shoulder,
I just keep trying to like.
and it just keeps like hopping all around you. It's like you go, and it like hops over here, hops on top of your head. It's like, no. It's,
And then
it's
grab the
quite hard.
bird. So I've actually handled birds before. But pick it up the way that you pick up like a pigeon. Like you get your hands and you grab
I
its
don't
leg,
know what that's like.
and
Yeah.
you hold, and you have to hold its wings. And I'm gonna pick it up and say "Ray," and I'm gonna pass it along.
Ah! And it starts biting your hand.
Ow, fuck.
Well, I
And
think
it drops
Ray has
to
a
the
good,
ground, and it runs behind you.
Ray has a good idea. Why are we harboring this thief?
We don't know
Well-
if she's a thief. We don't know what the people that we don't like are chasing her.
I'm
I
no
feel like
thief.
that makes her our
No,
friend.
And you
those are
see,
town guards.
she looks up
And so far,
into
she's
the
a thief
distance.
and a liar.
Oh,
I don't
man.
like this at all.
You're rather judgmental, aren't you?
You're not being exactly
Very, very
straightforward.
You're stealing. You're wearing our clothes. You're harboring. You're gonna put us in more trouble. Than
She
we
goes
already
over
are.
towards where the fire is and where all the food is, and goes, "You're right, my friends. I should go." And she grabs some of your food,
No, I would not let her go.
and
No.
then she's gonna try and run out.
No, I grab her by the arm.
Oh, rolls! We need rolls.
And hell, if that doesn't work, I'm gonna try to entangle her.
Okay, so essentially
Oh,
all we're
that's
gonna
not,
say is,
probably not strength. Sorry, agility. Would that be agility?
yeah, you're
Sorry.
gonna agility to try and catch her.
Okay, let me re-roll
Whack
that
her.
and strength there instead of which is 4.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll for her.
Ooh. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
Shit.
she got 11. She got out of your way, so she like deftly.
I need to Benny
Side-
that. I'm gonna Benny my agility roll.
Okay. 'Cause
No,
she's-
no, I want her. I'm gonna Benny her roll. I want her to re-roll.
Oh, you want her to reroll? All right, cool.
Go.
All right, let's do it. All right, cool. Bloop. Let's see here. What did I roll the
I mean,
first
she's
time?
got a significantly better agility than I do, but we'll see.
Well,
Oh, she got a 1, but let's roll her
Okay, that was
wild
one.
die.
Oh, son of a bitch.
She got a 5. So what did
Can I make her Benny
That
that
still
roll?
beats me.
you can? Yeah, you guys can.
Yeah, I'll
Only-
use my persistent.
Because this is how this works. You guys can keep Bennying a roll, but each one of you can only Benny it once.
Love
Okay.
new rules. Let's do it. It's my persistent Benny.
Okay. So here we go. She got another 1. All right, let's do her wild die.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay, so you grab her. It's like, stop, let me go. And she starts eating, and she's like trying to move, and she's like, you don't
I'm-
understand. You
I'm
must.
not your enemy. Just sit.
And she stops, and she like sits down. And she's pouting. She's like, if you're gonna draw their attention. Just let me go.
In that lacquered box.
What box?
I'm gonna.
We
I'm
noticed
gonna-
that she doesn't have it anymore. Like, why?
She's
did
in her
you
belly.
say
She's
what
holding it in
box?
her-
Yeah,
Sure.
you saw it beneath the robes that she had.
It's
She
a
had it stuck
square
in.
in her belly.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I'm gonna take the box from her.
Okay, she lets you. Oh, don't sit. All right, you've got it. Can I go now?
No, stay.
Oh, stay for a
I
minute.
need an explanation, and I want to look. I'm gonna look in the box.
Is
Okay.
she an Ekitar from around here?
Ekitar,
yeah.
well, Ekitar is predominantly on Zada Isle because that's where Ekitar was from.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I
it
would.
is possible that there could be an Ekitar in Dalapur or even made it out to this oasis. Possible.
I'm gonna say that word to her
Okay, what do you?
in whatever language she might, Shanish or Kashem or.
So you say that, she goes, what is he saying? And in the box, you're looking at the box. It's locked. It's got a lock on it.
Let's say, how do you open this?
Well, with a key, of course.
Oh, great! And I'm gonna try and jimmy the. Wait, does someone have? Does one of us know how to jimmy a lock?
Well, what would that be?
She stands up, and goes, "Just here, give it to me.
It would be thievery. I think I have that.
I'll open it."
I'll hand it to her.
Okay, as soon as she
But
grabs
with
it,
an
she
arm on
turns.
her shoulder.
Oh, damn! She's gonna try and pull it away from me real quick.
I'll roll my
Okay,
thievery.
so
though.
she's probably gonna fail big time on this. Okay. Okay, you still got it. She goes, come on! Just give me the box.
Open it.
Who's opening it? You go.
Her.
Oh.
And I
I'll
hand her the
pick the
Fine,
lock.
fine. And you see that she reaches into the ropes and she pulls out. Joplin notices what these are. They're very fine wires and stuff. And she goes, "Now, with your big gorilla hands, hold it still."
I got those.
No. Let me see your hands.
Well, what do you mean?
You hold your
I
hands.
have-
You hold your hands up.
Yeah.
She goes, "You don't have gorilla hands." She goes through,
Oh.
and it's like kick, kick, click, click, click. There, it's open.
I could have done that.
And she puts away her stuff, and then she sits down and she kind of scoots behind Phoenix, putting him between where the guys ran away and where she's at.
I'm gonna pop this open and see what's inside.
Yeah, let's look.
Okay, you pop it open, and there is a gold statue
Of
about this big of a whirling maiden, like she's it's a tornado, and it's got its arms spread out and its head to one side as if it's a person spinning, and it is a representation of the Oshira Aeolian.
Aeolian.
Garlic aioli.
Aeolian.
I love a good garlic aioli.
And Aeolian
That
is
just has all the vowels in it, right?
Right. It is Aeolian is an Oshira of the winds and the sky, and it is also pretty much the official religion of the Shanish Empire. Is their big thing is Aeolian. See, it's
Thing looks like a
nothing.
sand
That's not even real gold. I just wanted the box.
What's so great about the box?
Well, give it to me.
I don't know.
I'm-
I don't wanna get
you know,
back to you. Last time you tried to run away.
Well, of course, I want to get out of here. If those guys are going to come back, they're going to realize any second now that this guy over here
And
with
then we're going
non-gorilla
to get in
hands.
trouble for lying to them.
Exactly, and I don't want to be here when that happens. This guy gets it.
You're getting ready to run out to the desert.
No, I'm just trying to shake a
Yes.
tail. There's a big difference.
Joplin, this is you. You told them there was in a different direction.
Yeah, they're
I
going to
want
come
to
for
see-
your friend. You better. I think it's probably best that everybody just heads their own way.
I wanted to see what was in the box.
They're
Turns
probably
out
gonna
there's a
be
little
per-
dancer thing.
They're probably going to be pretty upset that you guys are, inflicted with the wasting disease either. Just saying.
I don't care. You.
Is there something hidden in the box?
I don't know. You going to search the box?
I'd like to search the box.
All right. Ask Phoenix for the box.
Phoenix, can I search the box?
Be my guest.
Okay, she
What
tries
do
to
you-
grab it again. She gets a 5
I slap her hand away.
and a 4. Good roll. She's,
Oh, okay. Shit. Okay. Yeah. That sounds like
she's
I
got
need to roll
successes
against it.
here,
What can
man.
Now I've got my hand on her shoulder. Can I roll strength instead to just see if I can hold her down?
Yes, you could totally just give me a strength roll
Okay.
to see what you do there. Ah, she beat you.
Quick little bitch.
So she grabs the box and she's like she's gonna run away unless somebody does something. Because I'm not
No.
in initiative, I am allowing, and you guys are all paying attention to what's going on right now. You guys can try and do something else. You know, not Phoenix, of course, because he just tried to do something. But if Brian
Yeah, I
or
just tried to do
Jeff-
something.
I should.
What?
Should I shoot her in the leg?
Oh,
What, you don't have your crossbow sitting in your lap.
I can draw and fire in the same round. I am an expert shot, so I have that little,
Expert shot, sure.
or whatever it's called.
I would
Marksman.
entangle
That's what I
her.
am. I am a marksman.
You're gonna attempt to entangle her? Okay, go ahead and do a cast.
I'll shoot her in the. I'm gonna go look for my crossbow.
Okay.
You wait right there.
That's exactly what it is. Oh, I'm gonna so shoot you.
So a 5.
Okay, so that is a success because her success was a 5-2, and ties are going to go to the runner, so you guys will get it. So, what happens?
I mean, so I would just say smoke, or maybe like the smoke is kind of coming through the sand and then wrapping around her and just keeping her ankles steady so she can't move.
It's like, what is this? Oh my God, you guys are evil sorcerers! Okay, keep the box here. And she like drops the box on the ground. And says, let me go.
Who did you steal the box from?
I didn't steal anything.
If you lie to us one more time,
I found
we're gonna
it.
hold you here
I found it.
until they come back.
Where did you
Don't
find
do that.
it?
I found.
Answer her questions.
I found it on a windowsill.
Who was the owner before you?
I don't know. I didn't see the person. I'm assuming it belonged to that immortal.
Why did you steal the box?
I'm going to use my intimidation.
Okay.
This
I'm
little
gonna
girl.
grab her by the scruff of her neck, and I'm going to say, "You're going
Oh
to."
my God, child abuse.
She's a thief, okay?
I mean, yeah, all the bets are off. her.
Ooh, there you go. So,
I
all
can
right.
just shoot her in the leg.
So she to resist that, she's got to roll a spirit, right? Isn't that how
Sure.
that works? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it totally works on her. She only got a 1 compared to your 5. So
Just
she-
spit
Yeah.
in her face. As
she's
I
all
get
like,
right-
yeah, she kind of like, she like, you know, recoils away from you. All right, Jesus, God, or some God's name. Okay, well
So?
at least let me hide. Let me hide. I'll hide back into the baggage.
All right, I drag her over to that baggage. I shove her in there.
Are we not turning her in?
No.
And you hear from inside the baggage, "You shouldn't turn me in. I didn't do anything wrong."
I will list everything I just wrote in chat earlier. I don't know if the rest of you saw that, but basically who aren't reading it,
Saw that.
she brought the trouble of the law to us. She forced us to be her refuge. She forced Joplin to use his skill to lie to the guards. She stole our food, stole our clothes, and it's disrespect. Several times she's lied to us to our face.
That's a good old Brian.
I see no reason, and of course, above all, she's a thief and a liar.
I'm not a thief.
No. We don't know that she's a thief. Exactly.
She
I know I
stole
just
something that
screamed
wasn't
in his little
hers.
girl's face. We
I
don't know that. All we know is she came in here with something and someone was chasing her.
Hmm.
They might want it. They might have seen it and she got
Have we
it.
just have we picked up the box yet to look at it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I took the box from her and threw it back to Joplin.
Okay.
I want to look at the box.
All right, give me. Do you have like a special investigation skill or no?
My investigation is only for reading individuals. So,
Okay.
what do you want, a notice roll? or
Yeah, give
something?
me a notice roll.
5 and a 5.
Cool.
Seems to be just a velvet box. The inside of it's velvet. And it's got like little wooden prongs in there so that the idol can sit in it and not like bang around and stuff.
If I take the idol out, does anything happen?
You hold it in your hand.
Anything loose inside the box?
Nope.
I'm tempted just to give it back to her and send her on her way.
No, let's fucking
That is the best idea. I
No.
agree with him.
Why
You
why
should totally hurry before they come back.
You shut up. I
why
don't
would
need.
she get this box? At least destroy it. That's the least we can do.
Oh shit!
No. Don't destroy it. What are you, King David? No. What is... We need to know what is happening here.
She's obviously not going to tell us.
Look,
Yes,
she
she-
stole
She's
the
not
item.
helping herself.
I got a good look with one, like up close. I've got. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's pretty much the best I could hope for.
I want her to tell us where she got this from.
She stole it from somebody.
The
This is the way I see it. She's not going to tell us, or maybe she's telling the truth and she just picked it up and she ran away. We gain nothing from that. But if we turn her in to the immortal, that at least shows that we are honest folk, besides being lying about the disease thing.
And it gives them a chance to recognize us.
Yeah, we don't want to encounter the immortals any more than we need to, especially
Fine.
not when they have the advantage.
I agree,
Point
my
is,
friends.
they're on.
I think probably the best thing to do is to let her go on her way, and then we can leave the box after we depart.
Oh, let her take the box. Who cares?
no.
Why?
Because it's wrong, Jocelyn.
But
Simple.
it's that weird kind of wrong. Like she already stole it.
The
We're judge, jury, and executioner here now. We don't know where this girl got this box.
So are we just going to turn a blind eye?
the immortals
Yes.
are no longer in the city. It's safe for us to go in the city now.
That
We
was
can
one
have her-
immortal.
How do we know that's not all that's here?
So the whole city, one immortal. I don't
Well,
know.
it's just a town. It's only 1,000 people.
I don't know what that means.
It's not really big.
1,000's a lot to me. It's a lot
That's
of
true. Where? Because you live where again? Is that?
I'm in Nebraska, but like
Yeah.
I can't put that into perspective. Like 520,000. I don't know. Point
Well,
being,
my high
I-
school had over 1,000 students. So there
Yeah,
you go.
mine too.
yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. Point being. So wait, hold on. If Mansoor is saying we should leave, what do you mean? Like right now? It's almost dark.
Well, yes. I mean, why not?
What?
The immortal, and you saw the way he looked at Joplin. He knows something's fishy, and maybe it'll occur to him to come back and ask again.
What about
could
the rest of you?
Let's quick hurry and get the camels ready and douse the fire and be on our way.
I'd go ahead and turn to Joplin and see if I can investigate the box for myself.
Yeah, you take a look at it. I didn't see anything.
Phoenix, Joplin, should we leave or stay?
I say it's just a head start on tomorrow morning, and let's get on the road.
I
Yeah,
guess
haven't
I'm
you
awake.
rested yet? I'm sorry, Joplin. You said leave as well.
I said I'm already awake, so if you want to run, we can run. But I don't know. I say give the girl the box, let her go on her way. If it's useless to us, she's a great distraction.
Yeah, it's not a bad point.
I'm gonna go ahead and inspect the box.
You
What do you
know,
want me to use?
I see how turning
Notice.
her in would be kind of bad.
An 11.
Oh yeah, you notice for sure. There's nothing special about the box. That- you rolled a 9 and 11 on this. Where were those rolls earlier, huh?
I know,
All
right?
And you know, Mansoor says, Brian, my friend, we must keep the bigger picture in view. These closing of these portals are paramount. Many more lives are at stake if we do not than some thief getting a gold-plated statue.
If this was the city, there would be punishment for that.
Yes, there
For any
would.
thievery.
Yes, but as you can see, and he looks around, we are no longer in the city, my friend.
Yeah. I know.
I want to pull this girl up out of this luggage and just say, have a weapon? "Shh, do you have a weapon?
Yeah.
What do you have?"
Well, don't do nothing. And she like reaches into her
No,
robes
I want to help.
and she pulls out a small dirk. Or I should say, it's a little curved, dagger.
Stiletto?
Well, it's sort of
All right.
like more of a Arabic themed dagger that's kind of like straight, and then it like the point of it kind of curves.
Cool.
Are you hungry?
Yes, I could take some more food.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some of the food we have. I'm gonna hand it to her from that basket that we were given, and I'm gonna give her that food and say, and with everyone's blessing, I'd like to take the box back from Ari. Look to the group.
I'm going to start packing.
And
Brian doesn't understand, but yes.
And you hand it, once you hand it to her, she looks at everybody for a second, and then she takes off.
All right, let's go.
Quickly, my friends. And Mansoor and Sunder start packing everything up.
Oh, Sunder's there. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Sunder's there. He's all like... Sunder's kind of a quiet guy.
He is.
Yeah.
So he was there when Ray started talking. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you guys quickly get everything packed up, and you put the fire out, and you head out into out into the desert. Now, Ari, you're feeling that your command of the night and the darkness is starting to really become something now. So just throwing that out there for you. That's another one of those hints. Just saying. Okay.
All right.
So you guys get on the camels, start off. And Mansoor tells you, says, we have the water, my friends. So all we will lose tonight is sleep. And I will do my best to try and cover our tracks. It might take us a little bit out of the way of where we're going, but if I can direct the camels in the correct way, it will make it much harder for anyone who would try to follow us. Fortunately, we are still in the rocky and scrub part of the desert. It'll make it much easier to conceal our tracks. If we were in the oceans of sand, well, that would be something completely different. So, okay, so you guys start heading out. Now, the camels are heading out at a decent clip. Okay, they're not running because camels can actually run pretty fast, but they're at kind of like a jog, so to speak, for a little while. And he leads you for a little bit, and the lights and the sounds of the oasis start to fade in the distance behind you, and darkness descends upon you as dusk turns into night. Fortunately, it is a cloudless night, and the stars, and there's plenty of moonlight that you can see by. It's not a full moon, but it's a good sliver. Now, Ari, when darkness, night fully turns into darkness.
I like nightness.
Yeah, we're gonna use that. It's canon now. When nightness descends, your ability to see in the dark kicks in again, and this time it doesn't go away.
All right.
Okay. Now you travel, and he's at this quick pace. You travel for a good 4 hours, we'll say 5 hours. And he eventually finds an outcropping of rock in different places. We should be safe enough now, my friends. We will go ahead and we will make camp, and we will spend the day here to catch up on the sleep that we have lost in our run. And so you get another. It's essentially a screened camp. It's down in a depression. There's some outcropping of rocks upon which that you can get like a good windbreak, and it's kind of like, it's not really a cave, but it's kind of like almost like a little bit of an amphitheater sort of thing action going on. A little bit of outcropping for like a roof sort of deal. And so you guys go ahead and get to again. You'll stop. Unpack, and Mansoor says, but we should have no fires this evening, just to make sure that we are not seen.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you guys got anything in particular that you're going to do in the evening?
I'm gonna sleep and get up early as possible, just to make sure we're ready if they come by.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem. So the night goes by. I'm assuming you guys are gonna, now that you're out in the wilderness. Mansoor does say that there should be someone that stays on watch at all times. So he'll divvy it up into a watch group between the 6 of you guys. Okay. And so, so basically, one person will watch for a couple hours. Is basically what it
I'll take last watch before morning because I want to be up in case they do come by.
Gotcha. And so the next day starts to dawn, and looks good. Still, this time of year, there can be bad weather, but it obviously has not started to generate, because when you guys left out of Lycena and you started on the ship and all this stuff and you were coming down, it was late summer. It's starting to now progress into early fall. Okay, so again, it's the next morning. You guys break fast. You water, get everything ready, and you start riding out again. Now, again, another day worth of travel. Plenty of looking over your shoulders to make sure that there's nobody following you, and you don't see anything. The entire day goes by without a problem. He finds another nice place for you guys to kind of camp. You're still in the rocky part of it, and he's told you that you're going to be traveling for about another 2 days before you guys will get to the next oasis. Okay, and remember, he said roughly for the amount of travel to when you guys were going to be where he had seen on the map where you're supposed to be at the heart of the desert, it's going to be about a month. So you guys are going to really be traveling for quite a bit. Okay,
Crazy.
Yeah. So you go, that day passes, and then you're setting up camp for the evening again. So what I want to know now, where's my pen? I know I got a pen around here somewhere. Aha! Okay, so who takes what order in the watch?
Oh,
If no one else is offering, I'd go ahead and take first.
Okay, so we got Ari.
I'll take second then, because I'll stay up late.
Okay,
I'll take the
Jocelyn.
third.
Phoenix.
Wake up the earliest.
Okay, so does Brian
That's how
want
it
to take?
works.
Does Brian want to take the last one?
Last one. Yeah, that's the earliest one, right?
Yeah, last one should be the first
Okay,
one.
so Mansoor is going to take
First one
one.
up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mansoor will take one, and so will Sunder, and then Brian, you'll take the last one. Okay, so basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically, what it turns out to is you guys are like just a little bit over an hour each. We got somebody who
That's just me. Don't worry about it.
yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So essentially, what it turns out is each one of you gets basically a little over an hour on your watch. Okay, who wants to roll me the die?
What die?
I
The
just
die.
need one of you needs to roll
A 5?
me a d6.
A 5. Shit. 4.
Number 4. Okay, cool. All right, you guys are all sleeping, and let's see here. I gotta move that so I can. There we go. All right, 2.
Oh,
Excellent.
no.
So this is what happens: is everybody's bed down, you're sleeping. This is during Mansoor's watch, and Mansoor goes over, and Phoenix, you feel somebody waking up, shaking you awake, and you hear, "Shh, my
Rick,
friend,
what's up?
I hear someone."
Someone.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go wake up someone while he's waking up the next person.
Okay. So you
I'll
guys
go
can.
get Brian.
You guys can. Everybody gets woken up.
Oh.
And Mansoor's all. Please, my friends, be quiet. And he's like, you can tell he's like listening. So everybody, give me a notice roll.
Can I give you a spirit roll? For the
Sure.
tuning into conversations?
Yeah, you can try and do that.
Nothing from me.
Oh, I noticed.
Yeah,
God damn it,
You've
Joplin.
been rolling pretty good, dude.
yeah, Joplin's on top of it. Okay, nobody, but well, no, Brian got a 4, and okay, so Brian, you'll this. So this is how it shakes down. So Mansoor's like listening, and Joplin, you're like listening too, and you're like, I hear it, and you hear the ever so softest scrape of some sandals on a stone, and it's just over a little ways away from you guys where you're camped, where there's some brush and what have you. And you look right over in that area, and as soon as you look in that area, you see a dark figure kind of like crouched down low to the ground, and it's like stopped. It's like hoping it's like it's just like froze, in the hopes that you guys don't notice it being anything more than a dark
I mean, most
thing.
of us don't. Only
Judy.
Joplin does.
Can I try to sneak over there behind it?
You could try, but if this person is looking right at you guys, which there is an extremely likeliness that it will see you. It's like, because yeah.
But I have a pretty good idea where they are.
Oh yeah, you can see them. I'll see
How-
them.
Can I burrow my way behind them?
They would see you disappear, but yes, you could.
I thought we were
'Cause you-
tented, or are we out in the open?
Yeah, you guys are out in the open. You guys don't have the tents. The only time that you sleep out in the open, and I this is a good point of topic. The only time that tents are brought out is when there's going to be bad weather, especially if the sand is going to kick up. That's when you use the tent.
What if? I have an idea.
This
Okay.
can't be good.
What are they hiding behind or near?
They're
Rock?
just they're like crunched up
Brush.
in a little ball on the ground.
Are they near a bush of
Yes.
some kind?
Yeah. Mhm.
I want to cast
Oh no.
Pyroblast.
No. I'll stop it. I want to cast my my barrier spell and make some thorns come out of that bush.
Ah. Okay. Sure.
Just kind of reach out. Now I can only I just want to do a little thin.
Yeah.
So-
Now this is a little bit different from the normal intention of the spell, but
it is.
It is definitely. I will allow it. You're just going to need to get better than a 4 for it to. We'll say 6 or better, and you do it. You nail it.
I can cast that. Here,
Yeah, let's see it, man.
I'll cast it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, roll a 10. Okay, so the a little the bush shakes a little bit for a second, and then you just see the bush like go over, and it grabs on towards where this dark clump is on the ground, and all you hear is eek, and this person like jumps up.
Is that a girl?
Well, Ari's ability to see in the dark shows that
Right.
it's a girl.
Oh, damn! It's that girl again. Why are you following us?
Oh, you found me! Oh, you don't know how much I've had to run while you guys were sleeping. It's not cool. I'm really tired
Well,
now.
Why didn't you tell us in
Didn't
the
we
first
part
place?
ways like days ago?
Yes, she's been
Days.
following for a while. She's been huffing it to catch up to you guys. obviously.
Right, and I don't have any sort of empathy, completely apathetic about her running for days behind us.
So she comes walking up into your guys' camp, and she's like, "Oh, hello. Oh, you're going this way too."
I thought you were headed back to town.
Oh, I did. I went back to town.
And then
and then I left town again.
Look, if you're not going to talk straight to us, you can head back. 4 days.
I'm talking straight to you. What do you need to know? You ask me anything and I'll tell you.
Who are you?
Well, my name is hold on a second. Let me get the Mazina.
Mazina.
Yes, a pleasure to meet you.
Bram goes to his.
And
book
she's
bag,
got
gets
those
his
same
pencil.
robes that she had taken out of your guys' pack and dressed up in. And she's like, she hasn't cut them up or anything, but she's like tied them so that they're different, so that they're not impeding with her running and stuff and what have you.
And I say, hey, do you know Loggins, Mazina?
Kenny?
I don't know the joke here.
Kenny and I go way back, but I haven't seen him for years.
Loggins.
Is that a country singer or something?
Kenny Loggins, you know who Kenny Loggins is, right?
We're in the danger zone right now.
Sounds familiar.
Highway to the. Well, for
sure.
all you, well, I see. I can't fall back on all you older folk because my boy Dylan knows who Loggins and Messina is. So there you go.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm a musician though. I think I have to.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Kind of like
back
Pearl.
when Kenny
You
Loggins
don't need to
actually
know Mazina.
made good music.
but her name was Mazina.
Mazina.
I spelled it with a Z.
Yeah, it's got a Z in there.
Okay.
So
this is why I can't trust anything I write down.
So you guys are going this way too, huh? Are you going to the next oasis that the GM hasn't named yet? Because that's where I'm going.
Yeah, why are you going there?
Well, to be completely honest, you guys look fascinating. I mean, you're pretending to be, people with the wasting disease, and you don't have the wasting disease. You're not Kashemish. You're not Shanish. I mean, yeah, there's got to be something interesting going on with you guys. So, I was kind of bored, and whatever the hell the name of that place was, Bangladesh or whatever.
I'd like to roll one more intimidate roll, and I'm going to tell her. Let's see, how did that go?
A 2 and a 5.
So I tell her, listen, you may think this is funny, but you're messing with people who are in a lot of trouble if they run into the wrong people out here.
We're magic and we're dangerous.
Oh, you're magical? That's what happened with the bush. I knew it. See, I knew it, and I knew it. What kind of danger are you guys in? She's fascinated even more now.
We don't need any more dead weight.
You can leave. You have no business being here.
Four days that way.
Well, you can. This is a free world. You can't keep me from going to the next oasis if I want. What are you gonna do? Kill a kid?
I would never kill a kid, but I might shoot one in the leg with a crossbow.
Out here in the desert, you might as well kill me. And Mansoor goes, I would not condone anything such as this. It is still just a child.
Oh, I'm sorry. I learned a new skill yesterday called turning a blind eye.
Yes. But it is not killing anyone. And she pipes up and goes, if it's any consolation, I left the box back in the oasis.
Well, this one, I will believe in you. I'm sure that is a true statement.
Well, why would you do that? That could have fed you for a month.
It could have, but obviously you all seem to have quite a big problem with it. So why should I if we were going to be traveling partners, why should I do something that would bring friction between us?
Does anybody want me to shoot her in the leg? I'll shoot her in the leg.
Shoot her in the leg.
No, don't shoot her in the leg, you assholes. Listen.
We can't have her following us. We know this,
She
right?
will give us up in a second.
I beg your pardon. Who would I give you guys up to? Who are you hiding from?
Look, it's not even that. I'm sure we're going to get her killed, and I don't want to do that either.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm really hard to kill. I mean, I was running out here in the desert on my own, and I found you guys.
I want to take a swing at her.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You're gonna try and
Hard to
punch.
kill.
You're gonna try and punch her.
Yes.
Okay, hold on a
I think
second.
it's the first.
I think we need to enchant his gauntlets first to make it fair. Actually, no. Phoenix rolled a 4 and an 11.
Hold
Four
on a
to the
second.
level.
Let me.
I
let me
think
see.
it's so funny that the first NPC that we were actually hostile to is this poor girl in the middle.
I
When
know.
it turns out she's like a shapeshifter, everybody's gonna laugh at us.
Hold on.
Wow,
I'm not.
somebody's paranoid. All right, see here. So let's see. A parry is your. It's 4, and then what
I
else?
think
do
it's. What is it? It has something to do with your agility.
Parry
too.
is equal to 2 plus half your character's fighting die type.
No.
Nice, Grace.
Okay, and your fighting die type plus half your fighting die type.
So it's equal to 2 plus half your fighter's die. Yeah, your character's fighting die.
So 2 plus 3 on average.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she's got a 5.
She got knocked the fuck.
So you're gonna punch her?
Yeah, you
No,
censor the word out, right? That's
All
good.
right, chat. I want you to chastise these people. This
No,
is
no,
child
no.
abuse.
What if this is like
Hold
a
it.
chop?
Here's the thing. I take the swing,
Yeah.
but the moment I know I'm gonna connect, I'm gonna just cuff her on the back of the head.
Okay.
You know, you can hold your own.
And she goes, well, I didn't expect you to hit me.
Jesus Christ. This kid, you're right, we're gonna get this kid killed. You're going to the next Oasis?
Yeah, just let me go with you to the next Oasis. That's where I'm going anyway.
I think we should send her back the way she came.
How am
Oh,
I
it's
the little
dangerous. It's the
soft-hearted
desert.
one?
You don't want to send a
I don't
kid out to
care.
the desert.
I don't care.
How am I the only one who thinks that we need to at least get her to the next spot? I mean, I just proved she can't.
Mansoor pipes up and he goes, "Yes, the least we can do, my friends, is we will take her to the next Oasis and leave her there." And Sunder goes, and Sunder pipes in and goes, "Yes, I cannot condone the killing of children." It is,
So
it is-
Malinray recommends the next Oasis be called Wunderwald.
do what?
Name the
Wunderwald.
next Oasis Wunderwald.
Wunderwall.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Anyways,
Wonder,
continue.
Wunderwall it is. Hold on, let me write that down.
Now it's canon.
Wunderball. Yep. Thank you, Melinda.
You say that so sadly.
That saved me.
So anyways, yeah, Phoenix continues to say he's the only one, but the other two, well, that's 3-3.
Do we throw her in the bag on the camel?
The least we can do
I
is
know
tie
how to
her up.
ride. You don't have to throw me in a bag.
The least we should do is tie her up.
Why would you tie me up? What are you afraid of me?
See,
I beg your pardon. I am no such thing.
Sure.
Wait, hold on. Is this girl wearing a hood?
You mean a cloak?
Yeah.
An Elvis cloak?
Yeah.
No. Tony
Okay.
is. I mean, sorry. Joplin is. Joplin's
I haven't
wearing it.
done it
I
recently.
just had a momentary panic that we were just bringing him with us to the fucking place. She can ride with me. You say you can ride?
Yeah, I can ride.
Oh,
You're probably better off controlling this camel than I am.
You don't know how to ride? I can teach you.
Phoenix is gonna be the small spoon.
Yep.
Well, I'll ride on the second up. She can ride on the first.
There you go.
And I'll take her over and introduce her to Hawk. And I'll be like, and as I'm walking away, I just want to say to the group, I know, but we don't really have a choice.
I'm not gonna do it aggressively, but I am gonna grab Phoenix's arm. You know where we're at. Are you gonna accept full responsibility?
I'll take the fall. If she fucks us over, then I guess it's my fault. Yeah. But I can't leave her out here by herself.
I trust
she's
you,
not
Phoenix.
helpless if she made it this far.
She
Thank
made it
you.
this far picking up our scraps.
If she made this far, that means she's sneaky. She trailed us for 4 days. I don't trust that.
Yeah, but Joplin's sneaky, and we've been riding along with him this entire time.
Look, Phoenix, she's in your care now. I just want to make that official.
That's fine. I'm the one who almost hit her, so.
Well, that's all I have to say.
All right. I understand. And I understand this isn't what any of you want. But I can't leave her out here.
All right.
We can leave her out here. It wouldn't be that big a deal. But whatever.
As long as he takes responsibility, that's all. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
And
So,
I'll go after the hawk.
Just walking up with a cat just like wrangling.
yeah, did you see that? Just
Wildcatting. Anyways, I'm sorry.
The good thing is the cat's just like, all right, cool. What's going on? So, Mazima now will begin telling Phoenix, well, this is how you take care of a camel. And you do this. And when a camel does this, this means they're mad. And watch out, because when they do that, that means they're going to spit. You have to be careful of that, because it's nasty. Cool. So the rest of the day will go pretty much fine. I mean, the rest of the evening, I should say. And it was pretty late into the watch. It was a little over halfway. So then you guys can go back to bed and, get up in the morning and you're on your way again. And then towards getting close towards the end of the next day, you see an oasis, another oasis, much smaller than the one that you guys were just at. There is a smattering of buildings. There's like maybe 4 there. One appears to be like it's a larger complex. They have these out here where it's a tavern, essentially, or an inn, I should say, and it is a walled inn. It's got a big walled compound, and what you would do is you would ride your camels, and your camels stay within the walled compound, so that animals at night, marauders, that sort of stuff, can't get at your belongings or your animals.
Are we far enough out in the desert where we can get into different clothes?
Yes, I was just going to tell you, Mansoor, actually, you guys could, after that first day, change out of the essentially the leopard disguises, and you're basically now in regular desert apparel. So.
Okay.
And the entire rest of that day, Mazima is fascinated with Ray, but Ray doesn't want to have anything to do with her,
That.
and stays away from her. And she's very insistent. She's like instructing you on camels and things along these lines. To the point, if you want, we can make a roll to see if you pick up riding under her tutelage.
Sure.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
What were we
Smarts?
doing last time when you guys were doing the training?
It was untrained 3 in a row.
That's right. So go ahead and give me untrained. If you get 3 in a row, you're going to be able to get... There's
What do I
one! Yeah.
Okay.
So you got 1, not a problem. Okay. Nope.
That's a 1 to 1.
Nope.
It's 1 to
So
2.
now you need to get 3 in a row.
So
Okay, there you go.
Well,
Yeah,
That's
you know what? With a
three.
12 on an
Yeah.
unskilled D4, I'm gonna give it to you. You got ride now.
Not
woo!
saying it. Yeah.
I think that's
That's
working, right?
3 4.
Yeah, that's 3 natural 4s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm gonna give that to you. You got that. Not a problem.
Wow,
There it is.
that's insane. 3 natural 4s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, cool. So, and basically, there's some palms around this place as well. You do see that there is one caravan that is camped out here as well. But unlike the last oasis, that's pretty much all that you see. Mansoor starts riding you guys down. You ride in through the foliage and stuff. This oasis is much more like what you would see in the movies or what have you. It's a big pool, or like a little pond or little lake with vegetation around it. And on one bank of this is the buildings and what have you. Okay. Mansoor will ride with you guys, and there's a gate. And he speaks with the guy at the gate, essentially telling him, yes, we're traveling, we're going through, blah, 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 so forth. And he shows that he's got coin, and they open up the gates, and they let him in. And he says, now, my friends, we will be able to stay here in the evening. And the water is free, of course, but the facilities and the lodging here at the inn, that does cost. So we can spend the evening here.
All right.
Better place than out there in the dunes.
Am I to understand that it's free outside, but we have to pay if we want to be indoors?
Correct. Correct. Look at this skinflint over here, contemplating whether or not he's going to part with a couple of coppers.
Oh no, that's not what I'm thinking. It's does Mazima have a pouch, money bag, coin purse?
Are you going to frisk her?
Not with her knowing.
Oh,
I may
You're
try
going to
to
attempt to like eyeball it?
Yeah, or maybe pickpocket it and check.
All right, we'll definitely. Okay, well, are you going to try and like give her a pat down, like like the bump into somebody sort of kind of thing?
Yeah. Either she's got money on her, or she's got some kind of something that I don't know.
Okay. Do you don't have you got thievery, right?
I have thievery. Yeah.
Okay, so give me a
I'm an old
thievery.
school.
Give me a thievery roll, and we'll see if how good you do with the bump and pat, the old bump and
Come
pat.
on, these are the old skills. These.
Yeah, man, you should be able to do it. Oh, look at that. That's terrible.
I'm gonna Benny that.
You
immediately.
should. You should Benny that, because a 3 and a 2 is 2 fails, man. That's not gonna do it. 5 and a 3.
There you go.
Okay. Hold
I'll
on a
live
second.
with that, but still doesn't feel good.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
Turkey.
basically what ends up happening here is that you bump into her and you feel tucked inside, because she's got like a sash too, because that's how she's got these ropes tied up around her, and you bump into, and she's got stuff in her sash, and you're pretty sure that you bumped into some sort of a coin purse. She's got a coin purse. You're gonna try and rob a little girl of her money? I can see
No,
it
I
now.
just want her to stay out here. I don't want her.
Do I notice him doing this?
Give me a notice roll.
That's all I'm thinking of.
Beat
That's just a little annoyance. I don't want her around me.
It's well. Yes, you
Hot
do.
dog.
You did. You notice it so much to the point. Okay, Joplin starts telegraphing it because you see those gears starting to turn behind him. And he's like, you see him kind of like doing the, yes, that's what I'll do. Yes. And, like, you totally know what he did from before he did it to the moment he bumped into it. You knew it was going on.
I'm not gonna stop him. I'm just gonna lock eyes with him and just do a.
What?
Nothing.
All right.
And Mazina goes over to Brian. Now that the camels are all in there and they're starting to get unpacked and stuff, she's like, I was watching as we were riding in, and you don't know how to ride very well. Do you want me to teach you too? You see, I taught Phoenix how to ride. I can teach you too, Brian.
Appreciate the offer.
Excellent. And then she asks, Mansoor, can we borrow one of the camels? And he's like, of course. And this compound's not a little compound. It's pretty big. It's designed big enough to hold like 2 normal sized caravans within it. And there's no caravan in it currently. The caravan that's here at the Oasis, they're outside. They haven't come in and they're not spending the money. Okay. So she'll start instructing you on.
Oh no, I'm sorry, you misunderstood. I appreciate the offer, but I'll pass.
Are you sure? I mean, if we start, getting chased and have to ride really hard, you might fall off of the camel. That would be terrible. I would hate to see that happen.
I appreciate your concern. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. And then she goes running inside.
Inside.
To cry.
Yes.
Good.
Give the old customer service smile with dead eyes. Like, that's what it's all about.
I don't know how much of a rest I'm gonna get knowing that little thief is inside the building. I was hoping she'd stay out here with the animals.
I don't think she's gonna steal anything.
Why do you think that? She's already stolen something.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just watching Phoenix, just making just watching.
I got a soft spot, man, for the thieves and the gutter rats. What can I say?
There you go. So Mansoor gets everything unpacked, gets everything squared with the attendants and the people who run the place. He pays for them, pays for it all. And then he goes in, and there is a big common room. So you guys start filtering in to this common room. And when you go in, you notice that there's two large groups in here. One is of roughly 10 guys in black dress and robes. And then there's another group of about 8 guys that are wearing white dress and garb.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Intermingled, is that right? Having a great time?
Nope. They're definitely sitting far apart from each other, and they're like, they're talking amongst themselves, and they're drinking, and they're eating, and they're talking, and there's no laughter or anything. But you do notice, and what you assume are, there's 2 guys in here that look like merchants, and you're assuming that these guys are probably the guys from the caravan. While they're going to spend the night in here, the caravan's outside with the caravan guards and everything. So, and they're at a table, and they're eating and drinking and so forth, and So, and when you come in, a serving girl comes out from behind the counter and says, gentlemen, lady, please come sit. What can I get for you? Wine, of course, obviously, water, or, and she, is taking orders and being very polite.
Oh, definitely wine for the table for everyone here, and then
you hear, over here, guys, I got us a table right over here.
Yeah.
It's Mazina's over.
I ignore her.
She's over
Now,
in a table.
She goes in with the Aryan race over there? Or
No,
what,
she's at a table.
She's
She's at a table of her own. She's sitting at a table of her own.
All right.
And there's
I'll join
no
them.
other tables open.
Oh, there's other tables open. It's this is big enough design that if essentially it's built to accommodate 2 full caravans and all their accoutrements and people. So there's plenty of other tables here and whatnot. You didn't see these guys as camels or anything, though, so they must be in amongst the foliage, or there's probably more of these guys in and around the oasis, because there's enough foliage and different stuff that there could be camps within the foliage that you don't necessarily see.
Oh, cool.
I wouldn't sit at a table with her. That's all I want to say.
I'll go sit with her, and if no one else, is anyone else gonna join?
Mansoor and Sundar are going to go sit with her.
Okay, well,
I'll head over in a minute, but first I want to tell Ari, if you can get some names of some people, like one of the dudes at the black table, one of the dudes at the white table, then we could start sending drinks back and forth and see if we can get these 2 teams to fight. See if we can't just,
I gotta
Yeah.
say, wait a minute.
Uh,
You guys got Joplin's got a problem with a kid, but he's in here let's insert a bar fight, which will probably turn deadly
not a
between
bar
2
fight,
groups.
a race.
Trading drinks.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but that sounds
All
like
right,
a great
bend the
idea.
bridge by having each other buy each other drinks. I appreciate it.
Exactly. See,
That's not what you said, though.
Brian's thinking it through.
Buy each other drinks, right? That's what I heard. Honestly, that's what I heard. Was he? Did he say something?
No, he added. He says, "I want
That's
you
like-
to."
Oh,
This is what he
that's
said, Brian. He says,
Well,
get a
send
name
some
from
drinks
these guys, a name from those guys, and then we can start sending drinks back and forth to them,
Yeah.
and then try and get them to fight. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's what he said.
Say that last part.
He
You're
did.
telling me if
Why?
You're sitting
Why
in a
don't
bar
we
in
have-
Atlanta, and there's Crips at one table and Bloods at another, and you send a drink over and say that's from those guys, they're not gonna fucking kill each other.
And let's make it like the fruitiest, frilliest, girliest.
Okay, you're right. I hear it now.
Yeah.
We'll send a drink over that's got fruit in it. You light it on fire and something. And then-
Umbrellas.
I'm gonna have my water at the bar. That's it.
Okay.
Away from this mess, apparently.
I'm gonna tell Ari that, and then I'm gonna go
That-
sit down with the annoying girl.
Yeah.
Well, and as you join us, I'm just sitting there with showing Mazina the Akitar tattoo I have on my arm and telling her the story of Akitar.
She's
right.
really super interested about that. And she goes, "Where is this place?"
And it's
Oh.
an island in the middle of the sea.
And you should definitely head there. That is.
Are
a
you
place
guys going to
to-
go there?
We'll be heading back there.
Oh, cool. Can I come with you? That would be awesome. That would
You
be
know-
the best thing. If you guys could take me with you back
You
to
could
this
meet us
island.
there if you leave soon.
I don't know how to get there on my own. I need the help of adults.
Don't worry,
I don't believe this.
you
for-
can jump on our ship back with us.
Oh,
No,
thank
what?
you so much, Phoenix. You're
What?
awesome.
Yeah, how
We've
does
been
she know
bonding.
his name?
Because you guys talk amongst yourselves and use names. She's paying
Rode all
attention.
year on a camel together. I
Yeah.
mean, she would have shared my
Oh.
name. And
Yeah, she helped teach him how to ride.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I guess I got to ask then: is Ari going to do what Joplin was recommending?
I know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because
So much fun.
Ari does not like doing what she's told to do.
We all know that for sure.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah,
Yes,
purely for that reason. But she would listen, just kind of play with her new
Okay.
ability.
All right. So is there? Are you guys going to do anything in particular?
just shoot the
No.
shit.
Just recover from a day and know that there's more trials ahead.
Okay. Cool. All right. So basically, you guys can eat. You guys have rooms upstairs. Not a problem. So then everybody's just going to go ahead and bed down for the night.
Yeah, I want to get back on the road as quickly as possible.
Gotcha. Okay.
I expect we don't need shifts if we're indoors.
That's up to you guys. Mansoor's not suggesting it. He's like, okay, well, we've got rooms now, so let's go ahead and we'll sleep.
That
I,
sounds
Sounds nice. I'll believe it. I'll trust it.
Okay.
fuck. Yeah, I'll do it too.
Excellent.
No, you know what? I'm gonna take one watch. Just in the middle of the night, I'm gonna get up to make sure that nothing's amiss. I'm just gonna get Ray if I can. I'm gonna ask Ray. I'm gonna try and communicate. Please wake me up in the middle of the night so I can go check that everyone's still in one piece.
Gotcha. And before you bed down, Phoenix, you start receiving you start receiving more prayers. And this time the prayers are not coming through Ray at all. They're just coming directly to you.
And I'll, to the best of my ability, I'll try and comfort the people who are reaching out and try and give them some sort of comfort.
Okay, go ahead and
Do I
give
know
me-
the name of the god that they're right?
Yeah, the name of the god that they're
I
referencing.
wrote
Something that starts with an A.
Anorak.
Anorak.
Anurag.
Yeah, right.
Everyone said a different word.
Well, I think I'm the one that you should listen to.
I wrote that. Oh, I should fix that. It looks like I wrote down something that not entirely dissimilar from the word anal, so I should try.
Yeah, you probably should. Dear anal,
but,
hear my prayers. No,
I
that
will,
doesn't
to
work.
the best of my ability, let's see the spirit roll. I'm going to try and respond.
And don't forget, you get to do it at a D8.
Oh, right. That's correct. Okay, so whatever the spirit, whatever the wild die was there, I'll count and I'll just re-roll the D8.
Okay.
So it's a 3 on the wild die. Let's roll a D8 here. A 7.
Nice, 7. So yeah, you do a great job as far as you can tell. You're definitely helping these people out. They keep coming though, so Are you gonna stay up all night doing this?
No, I'll tune him out after a while if
It's
I
like-
can.
Okay, so
See.
give me another spirit roll.
Okay, let's do the D8 first.
Okay,
Seven.
not a problem. You're able to tune them
Okay.
out.
Perfect.
Excellent.
And yeah, I just and then as long as Ray will wake me up in the middle of the night, I'll get up and try and make sure nothing's gone amiss in the middle of the night,
Gotcha. Okay.
and that Messina hasn't taken off with all of our stuff.
Oh, letter.
She's just one kid. How's she gonna take all your stuff?
Even some of it, I just want to make sure it's all still there.
Gotcha. So what I want is everybody to roll me a notice roll.
Aren't we sleeping?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good.
I want to
Job-
be.
Yeah, Joplin for sure.
The fuck are you rolling on these?
Brian,
moon
good.
voices?
Phoenix, you were tuckered out from talking to all the people, so you fall into a pretty good sleep, and you don't even and Ray's not waking you up because it's not the time you told Ray to wake you up. So the Zasadil's just like just chilling, sleeping
I don't
on
want
its
to
own.
be up.
Joplin, you hear faintly the clash of steel, and like a, and you definitely can tell that it's some sort of combat. Now, Brian, you hear some sort of commotion. It's not within the bar itself, the inn, I should say. It's out away, outside somewhere going on. Okay, and Ari, you can tell that it's a form of, you can hear like combat of some sort. Joplin, you rolled so well that you know where it's coming from.
I'm gonna run to it.
You're gonna go out. You're gonna go
wait.
outside and go run to it.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna
Because
go.
why not?
You're just gonna go run in your pajamas.
Yeah. Look, my jacket's gone.
His PJs actually are just a pair of tidy whities. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
If that, all right, I'll go with that.
Why not? Right? Okay. So you come. I gotta
I'm
ask,
gonna go out.
Brian. You're gonna go out too. Okay. What about
I'd
Ari?
go to the
Yeah, with the
window.
beer,
I
yeah.
wouldn't, because
Okay.
I can tell it's coming from outside, right? So I'd go to the window, see if I can see it.
Let's just roll and see if
And
you have a
no one
window
will-
out. So just roll me a d20. You got a 10%, so 10 and under, and you'll get your window will look towards it. You got it. Okay, so you go to your window, you look out, and you see through the foliage and what have you. You see fires over by the oasis, sort of thing, and you see like some you see shadows that are cast from the fire of like people fighting, that sort of thing.
And with my low light vision, I can't make out.
The low light
colors
vision
of
helps you
people.
find what's the problem is the foliage from the oasis really giving you a
Oh, I
clear
see.
shot is all that
I see.
that is. Now, was Brian going to a window too, or you were going outside?
No, going outside.
Okay, so
I'll-
you come, you bust out into the hallway, and you're just like a couple of steps behind Brian. So like Joplin, you go out into the hall and you start heading down, and then you hear a door open up behind you. You look back, and it's Brian coming out into the hall behind you.
There's a fight.
I
Sounds
heard.
like a good one.
Okay, now is Brian running out in his PJs too?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. So you guys, you go, you exit outside of the inn, and then there's the wall, and you guys go over towards the gate, and there's two guys standing there on guard, and they have spears, and they're looking over, and then you guys come up, they turn around and go, "Oh, hello, well, can we do something for you?"
What are they saying, John?
We heard a ruckus.
Oh, you mean the fight? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fight.
Yes.
Why aren't you doing anything about it?
No. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. I closed that
Oh,
out
what?
there.
Okay, they're laughing at me, Brian.
They go, you mean why are we not going to break up the Kuwata and the Kulisti? No, that is a silly thing to do, my friend. That is their beef. They've decided to do
Sounds like
things. Yes, no.
It's tribal and it's local.
Yes, it has nothing to do with us, my friend. No.
Brian, it's those two tribes. They're fighting each other. I'm sorry, I thought we were under attack here.
Oh no, my friend, no. This is a grudge between them. Obviously, one thought another slighted them or something. Who knows? They fight for any reasons. I mean, it is very common.
Yeah, is this fight within the walls of the Oasis?
I
No.
think it's outside.
It's outside. It's outside.
Okay. Well,
I
guess
get.
all of us
well-
then, Joplin.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Out
go
there.
back.
Okay, so you guys go back inside.
I think
Okay.
so. Nothing
right.
to see here.
Doesn't involve
Okay.
us.
As you guys go back inside, give me a notice roll.
Oh no, there is something to see here. 6 and
You got 6. Oh, Brian. So you guys are kind of like talking amongst yourselves. You go inside, you hit the stairs, you're going upstairs to where your rooms are, and you're just about to get to the landing, and you hear a door close. And it's down the hall. Further down the hall, and Brian definitely knows this is, it's like it would be at the far end of the hall, not where your guys' rooms are at.
I'm going to motion to Joplin and like, point down the hallway and like, touch my ear. Like, did you hear that?
I did. Maybe somebody else was up. They heard the ruckus.
Right. I'm going to close my door, but in front of me, staying in the hallway. Like, try to sneak down.
Okay. What's Chaplin gonna do?
I'll just go into my room.
Okay. And
I'm gonna leave the door open just a crack.
okay. So what I need is Brian to make a stealth roll as he heads down the hallway.
Never done one of these before.
Oh, there's a first time for everything, my friend.
Oh, look at that.
And you get a 6 and a success.
Nice.
That's good.
And that's where we're gonna end.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much
Right.
for tuning in to this episode of. Hold on, I'm gonna put the.
Are you getting it ready?
Well, yeah, and I was stopping the music because we're coming out of the experience.
So we're not going to see maybe what
For the
we.
record, about 2 minutes ago in my time zone, it stopped being my birthday, so it's not my birthday anymore.
Oh, no. I don't like that.
Well, it was a pleasure to spend your birthday with you, sir. That's all I
Thank
have
you.
to
Yes,
say.
very much so.
Very much so. We all
Happy-
appreciate it, as do the people watching and the fans. We all appreciate it. So, yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in to this episode of Tales of a Savage Land. We've gotten a little bit further into the journey to the center of the Vezin Desert in this porthole. We met a really cool girl that
Yeah, is she still there?
well, yeah.
Okay. I kill her
Well-
in her sleep.
Well, you'll have to wait until next week.
I don't
So-
understand why everyone hates her so much.
I know, right? Ugh.
It could be because I'm reading the Gentleman Bastard books right now, the Scott Lynch books, and
Mhm.
they're all about thieves. So I'm like, man, thieves, they're the shit.
Right?
Article.
I mean, Joplin's really cool.
Terrible at it.
I don't need competition.
Get
There
that
it is.
job.
The stuff I can do.
Right?
Coming in with a fancy set of lock picks. No.
Mhm. Right? It's terrible.
Move along.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We are here every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Every Tuesday night, if you dig on Dungeons and Dragons, in particular Greyhawk, we have Greyhawk Adventures Presents, and we're currently doing the Ghosts of Saltmarsh. And then we have, every Monday at some time, we have a new episode of the Down Roll, which is Adam and myself
At
just
some
talking.
time.
At some time. Basically talking about Dungeons and Dragons and role playing and things along these lines. And And Tony, isn't there something that happens on Saturdays here?
Saturdays, we got a vampire show finally on
Yeah, we
Wicked
do.
Studios. A place like Wicked Studios, you would think, would have a vampire show. So now we got a vampire show, Windy City Kindred. I'm pointing people towards the reruns rather than trying to catch us Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 Eastern, 7.
Whenever. And
In England.
the first episode is up, and the second episode I have downloaded, and it's
For the YouTubes,
yes,
right?
it'll go up
What?
onto the Wicked. It'll go up on the Wicked Studios LLC YouTube channel. So the second episode will be up very soon.
But like, if I want to watch Windy City, do I have to like learn all these new actors and everything?
You will be familiar with some of them. I'm
Really?
a storyteller. Grace is a part of
Wow.
our cast.
I produce it.
Yeah, Will's manning the chat.
Yeah.
And your sister is a nun.
This is true. This is very true. In the game.
Phrase,
In the
yeah,
game.
that phrase could be misconstrued as meaning that his sister is literally.
Just some random info dropping it in there. You know?
No, she's in the game. She's wonderful, and she's playing our
But
sister.
it's
Benita.
2 p.m. Eastern time is when it's on.
It is on a Saturday. Which
On a
why the
Saturday.
hell would you be doing this?
You'd be surprised.
People are free on a Saturday.
Yeah,
Right.
man. You know, maybe they're sleeping in and, you know, just getting up and starting their day. And what better way to start it off than watching about vampires drink blood?
I
Or
think
just
that's
like
a great way to
tourists.
spend the day.
It's also worth noting that the cast members who you won't recognize from here are also very charming, and I fell in love with them instantly as soon as I tuned
Yeah, it's
in.
a really
Yeah,
good
Wes and
cast.
Storm are great. Wes and Alex. Are,
Yeah, Wes and Storm have actually been very patiently waiting. They came through the Wicked Studios auditions, as did actually Tony and
did.
Jonathan and Dylan. All three of them came through the Wicked Studios
Grace
auditions.
got a pass.
It's not fair. I
Yeah.
do know him personally.
knew a guy.
Well, it was more than
knows
just
the
knowing
guy.
me personally. I gamed with her and went, yeah, she knows what she's doing. So if
I
I
know how to
thought
bullshit.
if I thought she sucked, I wouldn't have brought her on.
We need
So-
the face, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. There you go. Especially when she puts her hair down. There you go. It's all. Yeah. It makes me jealous. I want long hair now. But anyway,
It's
thank
not
you.
long.
Compared to mine, it is. So thank you for tuning in again. Like I say, we appreciate it very much so. And we will be seeing you guys all again next Wednesday. Same time, same channel. And we appreciate it. So have a good night and peace out.
Good night.
Good night.